Hello, everyone. How are we doing here? We are here at Flashkicks and Fightsticks. I think I got that mixed up.
A little backwards, but that's
A little
a-okay.
backwards.
But it's all good. We got Rainbow Heavy FM. Also, JSAB should be here hopefully any minute. Pariah, I'm going to be covering. In the meantime, trying to take it a little bit. They killed Pariah Dogs. It's true. They did. We got FNF number 104. I'm having my Testament Goats fight on stream for round 1. We've got Jingo J. Oh, I believe I see JSAB is on the way. Beautiful. We love to see it. We're going to be having Jingo J versus Chillin' coming up first. And also, before I kick myself off of the mic, this is our first FNF that's going to be on the Icarus Elo system. So be sure to report those characters and make sure that your stuff gets recorded.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
All right, here we go. First game of the night. Jingo J rocking that tournament-winning character right there. The best to ever do it. Chilling, rocking with that Testament, sitting in the corner right now. Getting caught on the backdash, and that's going to be a huge cash out there for Jingo J.
This is rough. Honestly, there's nothing scarier for a Testament player than someone who used to play Testament on different characters. Like, it really doesn't get worse for a Testament player because they just know all of your roles.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things, just having a character that's so focused on like having those positions, like that positioning style gameplay, and having someone who already knows what areas of the screen you're trying to be at makes it a lot harder to make yourself fit comfortably there.
You have Jingo J in here, so I'm going to be bowing out. Jingo J, you can take it from, or pardon me, JSAB, you can take it from here.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Good JSAB playing Ramlethal right now in the match.
Oh man. Okay. Catching up here. Catching you this week, Rainbow Heavy. How are you doing today?
We're doing good, you know, just everything just got started. I'm happy to be here. A little hungry. Oh, that's a great throw reaction there for Jingo J. He's gonna take the first game. How have you been, JSav?
I've been doing good, you know. Long day, but we're here. Made it in the nick of time to catch this great tournament as always. Love to be around for Fightsticks and Flashkicks. For those who don't know, it is now also being registered for Icarus Elo for those who really want to, you know what I'm saying, make their name for themselves online, perhaps for the next season of that site. This is where to get those points.
Duel 1.
Definitely so. And those points will definitely add up the better you do. Kind of miss when Arbocles used to run that kind of Elo style stuff with our random fun stuff. Huge damage cash out here from Chillin'. No 2P hit, but it worked out. The hugest delay for the next 2P. Jingo J flinch. Great backdash. Both players trying to find that way in, and Chillin' does find their way, making their mark, but gets back thrown yet again. Jingo J put them in the corner. Now the mix can begin. Great YRC there. Run through the smoke. Nice run cancel, but no burst there from Chillin'. Jingo J, I think, was expecting it there. Oh, great defense there from Chillin', but can spin that burst. They believe in this round right now. It's the faith rightly placed. Huge counter hit on the close slash there. Does not get the kill confirmed. Jingo J just letting it rip. Full meter Calvados on reaction to the Air Grim Reaper there. Great reactions.
Duel 3. I think you do have that beam super, one of the super like that in the game. You know, reactions to it. It's something I'm capable of. Good awareness from Jingo J to go get that out.
Yeah, full screen supers, especially one that still only costs 50 bar. Very scary. Great air to air, keeping chilling in the corner. Here she gets the mix. There's that overhead. They get the kill. Perfect. Looking pretty good right now. 2-0.
All right, I'm here now in the room.
J-Sav has made it.
I'm all the way caught up, not letting Rainbow Heavy suffer no longer. I'm here now. Good watch.
I can be at rest. I can lean back in my chair knowing that J-Sav is here to guide me.
Yes, of course, of course. All right.
Maybe seeing a character swap here.
Perhaps, maybe. Looks
Maybe they're thinking about it.
Chilling, taking a second to chill out. You know what I'm saying? Think about the opportunities, the strategies I might have to change to get this third game here. Yeah, sticking with the testament. All right.
Strong choice. I don't know who that is that joined the lobby, but they look like some kind of like guardian angel that Chillin was staring out at over in the corner.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Started off, but Jingle J jumping right into the flip kick. 5 inches got the corner pressure against that overhead to hit. Full combo forcing the burst out as well.
Force Slash getting that big counter in. A huge confirm here for Jingo J. Gonna break that corner. Get this hard knockdown. Continue their pressure.
RC to keep himself safe and pressure up as well. Positive, almost getting another meter back and uses it for a fast PRC to avoid a throw tag and gets a throw of their own. Still at that Lauren up to that set point here.
That was almost a huge turning point there for Chillin, but thankfully Jingo J had the reactions to make sure everything didn't go too haywire there for him. I like the setup here.
The huge damage from that counter at 6H into the same pop up to JP. Exactly what is Chillin if you want to fight our way back into the set here. But Jingo J does have burst online, could choose to cash out here and now or hold on to the next round. Goes for an empty throw and gets backdashed away. Full punish from Jingo J using Wild Strong to pick up on the backdash as well. Too important for the wall splat. Mortal does not reach. Was one sword too short for that horizontal range. But still picks up after the wall tag. Far slash that sword again. And
It was a delayed wall break.
The disastrous JK jumped to come in at the last second and actually hitting Fuzzy right before Jump decided to crouch and ended up in a wall explosion. These PRCs are really nice. You have to get out of these situations before it gets too hectic, but Chillin finally gets the best of Jingo J. We're going into round 3, though the game is not quite over. Still has to survive one more round if you want to stay in the set.
Jingo J trying to force their way in right now, but Chillin putting up a great wall, but that far slash marking true. Now Chillin stuck in the corner once again. Good mash out.
Okay, to break that corner pressure, 2S5H rather. Jumps over the Grave Reaper, gets caught by a stand state, but just in time. Still jumping in aggressive with close flashes. Double side swap on both swords for that combo. Use the RC to pick up that 6P, no other option here. And Chillin, I pray, disconnected. Alright, both players. Oh, not me. I'm not in this tournament. Excuse me. Wow. Okay.
What an explosive
both
end
players
there.
are gone. Yeah. Colin took both players out of the room there. A little unsure whether they. Okay, Jingo J's gone now. All right. I'm gonna assume we're giving that to Jingo J there. They're up 2-0. Pretty much had the set right there, won before the disconnect. Oh, Jingo J's back.
Ooh.
All right. second, guys. We're trying to get word and see just what is the situation after that first step before we move on in the bracket.
But man, I'm kind of hopeful we see some Venoms today. Oh, sorry. Oh. Okay. we're getting word in. Chillin has chosen to ascend after that match. Good on
Fair
them.
enough. Understandable. You know, sometimes you just don't want to watch the opponent kill you in a route. It'd be like that sometimes when it's online, you know? Like, feel like it's lost already. It's fair. It's fair enough. But
Equip the
Chillin
Halo.
still in it. That was
Go
only
flying
round
away.
1, so still in the bracket. Just gonna have to fight through one hell of a loser side. But moving on in our winner side, next match up is a player who I cannot recognize by their R code versus Crow. Hold on.
Yeah,
I cannot pronounce whatever that is. Oh, it's Nora. Okay, gotcha.
Oh,
This
okay.
is Nora. Hey, all Nora here on the Anji, rocking the purple Anji. Purple on purple action here versus Crow on the chip. Not going to get things started and the burst out. What I would say was early, but we're already most of the way through this round. Crow on a little bit of health, but 100 meter on the side of Anji. Good luck. There's a lot of things coming your way. Nora not even going to have to use any meter to pick up on that and get first blood here.
That's a lot of man coming your way. Oh my god, the double overhead.
Getting a little bit of revenge on that practice sequence there, JH, but Nora ran out already, so now the corner pressure goes to Nora, but the back throw from Crow, ready for that Fujin hop. There you go, RC, wall coming for the maximum damage. It's a good chunk here, no hard knockdown though, and now Nora has the resource advantage, CRC forward, chooses to do so, jumps up with the Ko into the Crow, but Crow gets through and supers in. Get that round and bring us to round number 3.
Looking a lot better there for Crow this time again. A huge start here, or what could have been a lot of whiffs there, but we're recovering. That hard knockdown. Beta Blade, I don't want to hold that. Oh no!
Why is it so active? Crow had the right idea waiting it out, but sometimes that's the beauty of Anji's parry. Just when you think it's over, it's not. But here we go, 2S with the flex shield actually working out for Crow because the command grab reached right over that spin. But nice 6P timing from Nora to close out that round. What a chaotic one.
That command grab being outspaced just to beat out the spin there was crazy.
That was nuts. Definitely not fully intended to happen like that, but that's just the beauty of Chip's command grab. One of the furthest reaching in its class, right? This is how unique it is, where he jumps up and forward, so that the flex shield actually would have worked against pretty much any other command grab in the game. It's just that Chip is built a little different here. But moving on to game number 2, 2P to punch contact, but no full conversion. But it doesn't matter when you get a counter at 5H, the big palm thrust, forcing a burst out from Nor off the bat. And there we go, another one to get things started.
History repeats itself.
Another mix-up. Okay, double overhead.
Oh my god.
2H, the classic whip sequence from Chip here. Into the Zanzaroga, which I forget is Arrow K. I was like, how do we break the wall here? It's not going to break the wall, but does a good chunk. RC to pick up for more damage. Not quite enough on the Alpha Blade. So Nor has one more chance here. Spin into win, into throw. Will we get it to happen here at 2K2D? Charge Fusion that time, 2K2D after the Nagi got a catch-up frame trap on the delay.
God.
So now Crow is no longer in a good spot here. Jump in, JS is going to convert straight into this fan super. A wall break will close out the round, and we get that. Nora, what a comeback.
Yeah, Nora just immediately taking the reins of the situation there, and Crow just crumbling down after being stuck in the corner with just so many well-timed... Oh, speaking of well-timed, so many just well-timed decisions there from Nora.
Yeah, the save jump into a massive punish there. That's the likelihood as Chip. You have all these options, but wrong on any of them. There goes your health bar here. Going in for the spoojin. I just mixed up my words. I was so shocked. Spinning
oh my god.
Rekka now, 2S, jumping in, 2K2D, has resources to work with, and goes for the delay Rin. Bonking Crow on the head. And just like that, Nora with a commanding lead on the set.
And Nora looking extremely strong right now. I think Crow has the ability to take this, but it's just one of those situations where the risk reward is way more in Nora's factor right now.
Yeah, definitely in Nora's favor. When you're Anji, right, you have all these spins, you have the pokes, you have the RPS, where it's up to Crow. It's not as easy to run Chip's relatively whip punish heavy game plan, right? Because you don't want to run into the wrong thing. And now Anji spins you. He has fish. He has throw to punish you. It's not quite easy. Crow hasn't really represent run up throw as much either. Just keeping the spacing, as for good reason here, baited out a parry from Nora, but runs straight into the raw Fujin Nagia into a full air combo off the air dash JKJD. Nice conversion. Do we have enough to kill the super? Probably not. Nope. So one more chance for Crow to survive. Has 50 meter and 50 burst as well. Spends 50 on the backdash BRC. Had it right, but just didn't quite follow it up correctly. And Nora's just going to backdash out of the problem and be up to tournament. Not tournament. Set point would be safe. This is tournament point. But it is not quite. Crow making their way in, trying to get one more thing started. 5K2D, and that's exactly how we do it. Nice name side on the JS. Cross up this time into the double overhead, but Nora blocks just in time here. Rekka series into the low. RCs for some more pressure. Greedy reset on the Tyro, but it works out into counter 2D. But no pickup. Crow has one more chance to get something started here. Nora gets hit in the air, and now Crow has positive bonus going in as Chip. But got a hard knockdown, so Nora able to move out and does so with a backdash, baiting out that throw. I think Crow's looking for a Fujin there. But Nora one step ahead here.
Okay, huge YRC there, and now Crow getting the ball rolling a little bit. The flag is starting to blow in their direction. But can they keep the win? Can they hold on to what they have right now? And it's all going to be decided right here, because if they mess up, it could all be Nora's set.
Oh,
the flex shield and a huge TP there, interrupting the Rekka. Few would dare press against Rekka.
Absolutely. It's such a non-committal option where Chip can just whip punish anything, especially Smash. But honestly, one of the bigger matches into that could be a privilege. Baits out the parry and punishes correctly this time with the throw. Clone for more press strings, has 50 meter as well. Double clone, and the low gonna connect as a frame trap. Gonna do a chunk of damage here off the RC pickup. Wall bouncing off of the wall run? Oh my goodness. Nora on a pixel of health now, playing the Fujin mind game again. But Crow saying non-committal, backs up, gets spun on, but no follow-up, no fish from Nora there. Was a little too late on the jump. So now we have a little more options here, but 2K2D gonna catch right after that Fujin hop. Pro with a good spacing, gonna be back into the set now, but only with one game now. Still down 1-2.
Yeah, really, really huge start here for Crow. I almost saw history repeat itself there. But Nora not able to snipe out any of Crow's decisions there. We saw them trying time and time again to try and get that instant parry super. The full screen shooter there, but no dice.
Definitely kept going for it. Once the clip to take home to the family, but Crow not allowing that full combo, the fullest off of this Tyro conversion, but resets into a same side low. Nora blocks, but gets caught in the air-to-air. Advantage for Crow here. PRC off of that poke that went into the spin. Nora not ready to follow up, and Crow gets a throw, but a timely ID back in the put. Nora back, but another parry gets called out and thrown as well. 2K2D. Crow keeping it back, and anti-airs properly, but no full conversion, but the 2S2H gonna seal the deal for this round. Crow, they get the adjustments now, finding right back into it.
Now, Nora, I know you can hear me. You can't commit to the bit. I know you're in winner's side. You got a life to spend, but think about it. You're up 2 games right now. You're 2-1. You just got to take 2 rounds. You don't got to go for the parry. Oh my God! What a bait out! Look at the damage. Where was his life bar?
A little bit of damage. Weakest Anji conversion. You know what I'm saying? This is just another day for Chip here. Crow taking a solid 90% from that 1 DP bait. 2S5H could be a natural frame trap. Crow get caught mashing, and now Nora once again on set point. But Crow has been doing really well so far, making this comeback happen. So don't be surprised if we are going to game 5 here. Double over gets blocked. 2S2H gonna connect as well as a low. Here we go. Same side overhead gonna hit this time into the super. Positive bonus online here. Both players have burst, but neither with tension just quite yet. So nothing too crazy gonna go on besides the sick jump here. 2S2H. Rekka series gets whip punish by the
Oh my god.
whip punish into a full combo. Rekka into the super, has 50 meter. Nora still out of any resources to really defend themselves with, and the cross up on the alpha play gonna give Crow a perfect. And just like that, we are going to game number 5. Crow looking a lot more comfortable in the matchup. Nora still hunting for clips here and there, but how worth it is the clip? I don't know.
Crow's got it. The wind is letting those wings fly right now as they have taken 2 games back to back, bringing us all the way to game 5 here. 2-2. Excited to see where this one goes. Will Nora fully lock it in and clip these wings of Crow, or will Crow fly high? You have to find out.
Crow doing a really good job adjusting to the neutral and the pace that Nora was playing at, but Nora setting the tone nice and early with the throw, but so is Crow going for a DP into a goal burst. Not want to hold any sort of pressure. 2S2H, Rekka gets caught. Actually, no, rather, Rekka catches. Nora pressing their full combo.
Look at this combo.
Soft now come but a chunk of damage for sure. BRC forward, 6P gonna catch Crow on the backdash here. Full combo with the Ko. One soft knockdown, but here we go. Crow getting right out of there. 2H, but you have the meter to cover yourself and uses J2K to get around and whip punish. Nora on the way down. Throw. No RC though. Gonna keep the pressure going in the corner. Regardless here, Rekka 2 gets blocked and deflects shielded. So now the pressure's over, but Nora still on low health. Makes it happen. Forcing the burst as Crow. Even if you lose this round as Nora, you now have the burst advantage. So
it happened! Finally. It happened. He's in the crowd, folks. He's got the camera.
Finally gets the Kara parry to work out in game number 5 of all things. Huge momentum starter for sure here. Full combo, hard knock up the ring. Nice 6P combo there. Brandon good for the overhead. Now we're getting the overhead to hit. Now Crow standing up and gets caught by the Nagia. The conditioning has been set in game number 5 here. Crow on the back foot. Backdash does not get caught, but Nagia gets punished as well. Crow gonna go for a throw here and punish out a parry. Good stuff here, going for a 2S2H, gets the flex shielded, but a PRC to keep himself safe, gonna be what we need for Crow here. Gets back in, / Rekka.
I'm sensing another one, J-Sav. I feel it.
No, that's why I didn't talk. I was like, hold on, but Fish, 2S OTG into the meaty, meatiest of Rens. Nora, reawakening the sauce, clutches it out, and finishes the set off 3-2, preventing a reverse sweep from Crow. Moving on in winner's side.
What a heartbreak for Crow. Not only do they lose the set, but the Twitter clip happens. That's tough. That is tough.
Ooh, what a set. That was a chaotic one. If at first, listen, 99% of Anji players stop doing Kara parry before their big win. You know what I'm saying? But not Nora. Kept it going. But
never stop
it. Next up on stream, we have Gavin versus Hake. Hake playing Venom. A character I have yet to commentate in this game, despite having multiple tournaments casted under my belt in Season 4. Venom fell off, I'd say, relatively fast after his release. People not really messing with his style, but Hake is sticking with it. Hoping we see some cool new plays from Venom. The skill ceiling is super high in this character. Tons of setups, so no one's really found that one right way to play him. But going against Gavin, who's playing Bridget of all characters. I don't really think I've ever seen Gavin on Bridget before. So here we go, gets it started with the yo-yo pressure throw. Gonna get this pressure started in the corner now. 2S 5H roll. Throw again. Now the pressure's really mounting on. Meter on deck as well. Closest gonna hit the counter. It goes for first bait rather, but no dice from Hake holding on tight here. Suke2D to a conversion again. JS converting. Not quite, but forcing the burst up from Hake. Hake again started with that full screen zoning. / RC to get some kind of conversion, but no, gets blocked.
Hake starting to get the pressure built up here, but Bloodhound spinning that 50 meter, sending Roger at him and hitting him with the butt to finish off that combo. Good start here for Hake. Oh, sorry, not for Hake, for Bloodhound. Got the British off happening right now.
Yep.
Well,
nice
oh my god!
Connects into that 5D, but it was a blue beat, so that wasn't actually real. 6P into the the JS on the cue ball to get that pressure started again. Didn't quite hit meaty on the second attempt. Goes for a same side cross up on that RC, but didn't have anything pressure going, so Gavin was able to react 5K on the ball for the meaty. Pressure's getting going. The charge Q5 does not change the frame data surprisingly enough, so Gavin's going to be able to match out regardless here. Goes for a full conversion. Doesn't quite get that 5D that we need for the full conversion. So Hockey going to have another chance to get that zoning started. Carcass right into the 6P counter hit as well. Good starter, but misses the combo. So now Gavin's in pressure once again. 5D, the Project Classic that'll hit and do a full conversion here. No, not if we drop though. 2D going to connect anyway. Hockey getting a little too impatient. Gavin takes game 1.
Very nice stuff from Gavin here. Was moving through a lot of those situations, kind of stress-free. It felt like it was really tough for Hockey to get started in this matchup. Just with Bridget being able to send Yo-Yo full screen without any kind of counterplay towards the Yo-Yo getting sent out in the first place.
And no, Gavin doing a good job to keep the pressure going. That's the issue that Hockey's going to have to figure out here. Is Venom's definitely a 2-step, maybe a 3-step character, putting the ball out, hitting it in the right angle, then making use of that angle, right? So having those steps while Bridget is throwing yo-yos and rolling at you, throwing out 5H, a massive button, an anti-zoning tool as the back hit 6P hits into the JH. Hockey not getting any room to breathe.
That was God 6P.
Yeah, got 6P, of course, here. Again, dropping on that combo, but a charge 5D going to get a soft knockdown. The Hockey with the meter advantage going to use it for a BRC forward. What move? Gavin with the
slash right there for Gavin.
Earlier.
Ooh, we're getting right through Hockey, finally making their way in. Great 6P there. We're getting the ball set up. This is exactly the kind of pressure they need to get started here. Robo-Kai. Love that, man.
5D blocks, post slash again. Carcass rate for the plus frames. Carcass rate moving now, but okay.
Oh
Gavin's
my
right
God.
adjustment uses
What a heavy
FD and gets a 5H for the whip punish as well. Nice stuff from Gavin here. 2P, 2P, triple 2P, and again the 5H just running Hockey's pockets here, just destroying any kind of setup that Hockey wants to go for. We have to really find an answer to that button before we get any of that cue ball pressure started. 2K, 2D, gonna frame trap as well. Another 2K, the Fletcher not saving Hockey from that yo-yo that came on the way back. JD gonna connect as that double overhead and do a ton of damage as well. Speaking of damage, here we go. Hockey gonna have to hold one more mix-up, but that's gonna be the end of the game. Gets caught by the 2K 2D on the patience. Roger Super gonna close it out.
Very nice stuff there from Gavin. Keeping it short, simple, and using Wild Assault to make sure that there was no chance Hockey got that burst back in that combo.
Yeah, no shot at all. Hockey sticking with the Venom though. Love to see that. Gonna have to make the adjustments like I said before. Bridget with really good buttons to just stop the opponent from, like, for example, like a Jacko or a Venom from just like setting up freely, right? They have to be aware of that button if they're gonna put anything on the screen. But Hockey now has 2 balls on the screen, 3 balls at that. Gonna have to get something started. 2K to push one forward. It's a nice little stinger to get some pressure going back to the full screen zoning as well, but Gavin rolling right in, runs straight into the 6P. Good reaction from Hockey. 2K2D into the stinger to get some distance now. So Hockey in danger though, despite all that good zoning, despite the hell weight as well. Uses 50 meter for that BRC forward, looking for a DP bait as well. Full charge stinger, not going to work out as Gavin gets a punish and forces Hockey to burst if they want to stay in this round with that Venom pressure here. Setting up again, 5K on the ball.
They're trying to make their way in right now and finally finds the gap to make their way, but back in the corner here. Gavin, great situation here. Almost has 2 stocks of meter built up, and that's 2 mixes they'll be able to get, but will they even need the meter for the mix is the question. Hockey trying to get out right now. 6Ps are all whiffing these huge heavy slashes from Bridget coming out in the Roger Mobile, tearing right through that health bar. And now putting Gavin on set point.
Yep, here we go, and again, not letting Hockey set up, but misses the scooter follow-up. So free back throw for Hockey as well, but an aggressive burst from Gavin to keep the corner. Wants to end this set right here and now, and will do a great job of doing so. If we get a full conversion off this 2H, which we don't though, Hockey has the corner as well. Full conversion off of this back hit. Gets the full charge Q5 off the tumble from the 5H. Really good use of that button there. That charge of pool ball sitting right there for that full conversion on the 6H. Stinger gonna hit as well. Double stinger, triple stinger. Can we get a fourth? No, goes with the far slash. RC
That does.
into the tap. Dust. Gavin not ready to block it. We're going to a round number 3 here. Hake showing signs of life.
Really good. All right, can Hake make it happen? The Cinderella story, we saw it happen with Raven. They weren't able to close it out, to complete the circle, but I feel like Hake, God, oh my God. that 6P is doing work today.
Yeah, no, absolutely. The Bridget Buttons working really well. Honestly, it's a funny aspect of these DLC characters is that for some reason, Bridget 5H or Bridget's Buttons always seem to do good into these set plays. Those that keep coming out as of late, but a nice 6P charge dust as well to get the nice pickup as well. Hake forces 50 meter through that IRC, but spends it well, but no drops the stinger as I say that. So now Gavin gets a chance and 2 H's as well for the anti-air, but nice air carcass spray to get some distance. 2KTD gonna convert into the stinger off that bar hit, and now Hake in a good spot to win this round and in the game as well. 2K gonna whiff and gets hit by the 5H counter hit. No full combo though. Gavin goes for one more mix-up. Charge, blue wall assault for the pressure, but a nicely timed 6P. Hake on the board now.
All right, good stuff for Hake there. Finally getting a little bit of momentum built up here.
Gavin saying, I miss drone. Listen, man, not everyone can have a triple hitting, hard knockdown, slow moving projectile that beats most of the other projectiles in the game. However, you technically have most of those things with Yo-Yo. All I'm saying. All you're missing is the hard knockdown, but you are the hard knockdown. You roll on in after it, get your 2KTE going, and you get that pressure going. But it's time to lock in. Gavin getting a JS to get the thing started here. Hake forced the burst right off the bat now.
Ooh, almost anti-aired there with that up carcass. But Sting out aim. Trying to make sure they can force this kind of movement from Bridget here. Wants to force Gavin into the air so they can get more control and get more use out of that 6P. But Gavin already find their way in face to face here against Hake, and they're not happy with that round they took there.
I will say though, when you're making fun of Ved's voice, I love Venom's voice in this game. It just feels just right for what he's doing, right? I think it's sick.
No, I've always loved Venom's voice. I think he's definitely well voice acted in this game.
For sure. But Gavin on set point now. No JS to get aggressive here. Hake forcing the back, but again, but 2 Stingers gonna get that full screen pressure going, but a Yo-Yo to cancel that out. Carcass Ray gets blocked out, so now Gavin in a decent spot for 5H to work out, but air-to-air with the JP to get some pressure going as well for Hake. Blue wall assault, close slash into the ball set. That's a big gap there, so Gavin going to take advantage and get that pressure started of their own, but 5H going to whiff punish as well. There we go, 2 balls on deck, both gone for that pressure sequence, but Gavin blocks it all. 2P, keep that spacing going. 5H going to trade in favor of Hake there, got a little more damage and the plus runes as well. The ball going to hit, but no full conversion. So Gavin gets the corner now, and a 5H would be a whiff punish. It's a little faster there, but Hake's in that really nice 2P that Venom has. A really big one there. Tapped us, but no conversion.
I think we're seeing a lot of good changes here. I'm seeing Hake try to bait out against the 5H a lot more. What was making them lose those first... that 6P is going to make me go crazy. But so far, Hake trying their best to adjust, but is Gavin on top of these adjustments right now? But is their defense on the adjust? Is it good enough?
Hake getting caught moving just again by the Yo-Yo, returning a 6P again. Would have got Gavin the round, but drops the combo, but it's okay. Another 2K TD will seal the deal, preventing the comeback. Gavin wins 3-1 in the set and moves on with the Bridget. Surprise character swap there. Well, not necessarily swap, but choice in general. You're saying she's cool? I think Bridget is cool. I agree with you. Bridget in this game, I've warmed up to her in recent days. All right, she has a little bit of sauce of her own, but that will be the end of that set. Hopefully we see more of that in the future from Gavin, but for now, we're moving on to our next set. We're going to see King Koa coming in fresh off a top 8 in Paragon Online yesterday, playing the ABBA versus none other than Wild, who just got second at, I believe, online on Wednesday. So both players hot off of good results. Going to be duking out early Winner goes on to our top 8 qualifier, but the loser will be going down to losers to fight in one hell of a bracket. So very important win for either one of these players as they make their way to our stand.
Definitely excited to see this. We get some ABBA gameplay. I actually don't know who Wild plays.
Wild is a Giovanna player. So we got ABBA versus Geo. Definitely a classic. So ABBA Geo, an interesting one. If Wild gets comfortable with the spacing, it gets really hard for ABBA to set up anything or go for a Jealous Rage pop in the neutral, because honestly what Geo's strategy here is to just sit there, wait, because none of ABBA's buttons are really fast except for 5H, which is just big, but it's super slow. So Geo is one of the few characters that can consistently whiff punish that. So if Wild sits at that spacing, it's going to be up to King Koa to try to be more aggressive with other buttons like 2K, maybe a 236K out of nowhere. But King Koa has really good answers for a lot of matches where I've seen them play in. So I wouldn't put it past them to have some good adjustments.
Yeah, definitely.
Also, I love ABBA.
True. Definitely. Yeah, that's true. Right, here we go. There we go. Instantaneously with a huge whiff punish there from Wild. Instantly putting King Koa in the corner, and it begins Street Fighter. Get those throw loops going.
Here we go, IID for the pressure. 214 keeps herself in whiff punish again on the 260K. King Koa not able to get away with anything here. Nice 5H, but no super drop, sitting against the 6H instead. But URG with 100 meter, you are basically She-Hulk. 2K 2D gets Wire Seed on the the key grab just before the guard crush comes out and gets that throw to see out our first round here. King Koa on the back foot already gets far slash, gets 5H right out of, but King Koa with the burst cashes it out for that Jealous Rage pop, but doesn't really make much of it. No hit as well, and gets set right back into normal mode. Not really angry anymore, but a JD to get the side swap, forcing an early burst from Wild. Does not want King Koa to build any sort of Jealous Rage, but gets it on the 6P.
Huge 6P pop right there, and now we're going to get full Jealous Rage combo here. Getting themselves out of Jealous Rage and right back into it. Half meter on stock, and look at how much damage that Simple Confirm did from them.
Yeah, absolutely chunking. That's the classic feast or famine aspect of ABBA, right? Stuck in the neutral, stuck really slow against Geo. But as I said, if King Koa gets that one hit, it doesn't matter what matchup you're in, because all of a sudden ABBA is winning it. Some of the best neutral and offense in the game, hands down. But a deflection into a whip punish on the far slash, going for Wild on a great spotter. 50 meter for the super, doesn't miss input at this time. We're getting a hard knockdown as well. No resources to defend themselves other than a burst to the flex shield, so not really effective on Geo, but falls out the spiral arrow in time on reaction. Donzine to the 2H, gonna catch Wild standing up. Full conversion off the jump cancel, 5K, JD, but no, this is the 2K, but baits the Wire C at the same time. Honestly, worth it in the end, because you were absolutely dead on this super here. No chance to survive this. Wow. Down a game now. King Koa gets the 1-0 lead.
You know, that first round, I was like, dang, Wild looks like they got this in the bag a little bit. Like, that perfect game, just like they called out so much. The shimmies, the timing they had against Koa was just insane. And then King Koa was like, nah, that is not enough to beat me.
Nah, I'd win, says King Koa. Yeah, again, like I was saying with this matchup, Wild off to really good starts in both of those rounds. But King Koa really good on these spiral arrow calls, these 266K callouts, which is a really scary button for Geo to like get this conditioning now and get the mental stack up. But King Koa, very timely reactions, has been on top of every single one. And again, like I say, calls out again here, forcing the burst out from Wild. And now despite King Koa being on defense, has the advantage here as ABBA. It's a 5H, gonna trade, but you're building that jump spray just a little more. So any out, even with the burst, will be good. Goes for a throw, setting up the offense again. Triple throw, no. Cold slash 260K again, despite the 6Ps, not afraid at all, and gets hit by a 2K2D off of the JD. Now King Koa's a full stick of butter, extra angry here, and gets the overhead to start things off. Full conversion off of the Kara, overhead here, wall stick as well. Nice browning to get back into the super, back into another full ball Jealous Rage, and 50 meter as well. Wild on the back, but to say the least here, goes into the Kara super for the plus frames to avoid Wire C as well. Overhead gonna get blocked, but a 2S gonna answer here. No full conversion, but bait out the YRC again. 5H for the punish.
King Koa on a tear right now. ripping through all of Wild's options. And again, we did see a lot of Wild trying to mix up that Travallo timing there, trying to make sure they're not getting 6-speed every single time. But no room to even worry about that when your burst is getting massively baited with a shimmy that hard. All right, stuck in the corner, and there's that 6P. Still King Koa ready for it almost every single time. Open up the gates. Plus frames galore. Oh my god. Are you dead?
Quite dead, but no untimely drop, but a 2K2D up the backdash. Abu, one of the absolute best backdashes. While in Jealous Rage, going to make use of that to whip punish and get a 2K2D despite the drop, and is now up 2-0. Dominant fashion for King Koa here. Wild, again, just getting called out on these offensive adjustments. If Abba is winning on defense, she's absolutely winning the game here. Abba, you cannot let get anything started. So King Koa off to a great lead on Abba. While characters being up 2-0. It's going to be extra tough. Wild has to be really careful to make sure nothing gets by them if they want to bring the set back.
Gonna have to see if Wild is able to make the right adjustments here. I mean, down 2-0 and such a convincing 2-0 lead that King Koa has right now. We're gonna have to see what just huge gameplay changes Wild can make to throw King Koa off their game.
Nice conversion off at the cross-up. JH gonna build out some beater here with that key grab pressure, but Wild's gonna fight their way out with the meaty close that's gonna connect, but didn't convert, and now King Koa reversals out and gonna run straight into this Danzai despite the super OCG for the punish, and now King Koa just like that is on set point. Wild getting these sequences started but never finish, and King Koa just finds their way out every single time. Is now on the offense to start the round. Not what you want here. The flex shield to get out of that first overhead and jumps over the second, but another 236K getting called out. None of them getting any sort of leeway here. Wild did the pressure, gets the air-to-air this time, not letting King Koa jump out for the third time here. Super for the hard knockdown as well. But King Koa has resources to get out, so it's going to be up to Wild making the right decision on this wall break here. Safe jumps and backdash VRC to get out. King Koa gets out, but not quite a punish either, so Wild going to get a full conversion here. I believe King Koa's going to hold on to the first, and does so well because they still live and have a chance here on this neutral wall break. Triple quadruple!
We're just going for it.
Quadruple parry. Really wanted that to work out. Good reaction on Wild to eventually get that throw. Nice anti-air on the Caesar 6K as well to get this round started.
Alright. Koa stuck in the corner here. Lots of risk built up. He's gonna get a burst out of that combo. Fully agree there. Wild. Trying to chill on that Travallo usage, but now King Koa in Jealous Rage. And again, oh, each one of these just getting caught again. It's one of those things where RGO just doesn't have like a whole bunch of 6P safe cancel options.
While going for another 2-6K and a throw, getting really bold now. King Koa looking for these 2-6Ks, but again, gets away with it again here. Still not afraid, and gets run straight into the super here. Now King Koa gets a hard knockdown with that Jealous Rage active. Full combo off of this cross-up should be enough to kill. 2K2D for the wall splat, and 5H to seal the deal. King Koa will be winning that 3-0 here. Dominant session there.
Yeah, very, very dominant from King Koa. Not, like, barely even any room for Wild to breathe. Even when they had offense, it just felt like King Koa was controlling the entire match.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That is the life you live when you play ABBA. If you have that defense on deck, your opponent can't really figure out how to get past you and open you up consistently. Especially, here's the thing, right? Geo is definitely a strike throw character. Has to be pressuring in your face, right, constantly. So as a result, ABBA's defense comes really into effect here, because ABBA's defense is mostly off of her mash, her 2P being a 4-framer, and her 2K being longer than most, while also still being a fast button, right? So you have really good answers to shimmy, strike throw, like, you know what I'm saying, strike throw heavy characters that want to be interactive with you. So if you have the right reads on that type of character, it's going to be really tough for said character to hold you down consistently. Because if you get right one time, now you are in the advantage by a mile because you have that Jealous Rage going. You have way more ways to pressure the opponent now because you have the overhead, you have 2H as a double low, 2K2D, you have throw as well if you want to build the mental stack, and as King Cole was using, you have a bunch of cross-ups as well, just going for raw JHs on the cross-ups to catch while slipping there for full conversions and did so to win that set.
Yeah, I really couldn't have said it more accurately myself. I mean, you're definitely more of the ABBA expert than me.
Yeah, no, I love ABBA. Played her since launch. Love talking about ABBA. She's a great character. But we got more Geo action on the way as none other than Classified Mr. Watermelon Soda himself is coming up to the stand for our next set, going up against none other than, as I look for it, oh, I believe it's Test Your Luck. Both of them DQ'd and Star GG, but I think this didn't check in. Always remember to check in to Star GG, y'all. Please and thank you. Missed times due to watching the Minecraft movie. Honestly, worth, right? I'd say it's worth. That movie is so crazy looking, man. So many memes just from Jack Black saying random Minecraft words.
Do you see the post that they put the movie out in theaters with an unfinished cut?
Are you serious? Oh, that's honestly, that's perfect.
It has like broken CGI, like everything's just like not fully rendered, and I'm like, that's pretty good.
That's great. Honestly, if that was intentional, I would believe it. It's a Jack Black movie about Minecraft land. Like anything can happen. Split and Steel. But anyway, speaking of steel, Tesla coming in with the Nagoriyuki big samurai sword coming in to slay the Giovanna, but Classified been on an absolute tear, grinding out these tournaments, has been really coming up as one of the premier Geo players in the scene. So it's going to be tough for Test Your Luck here early on winner's side. Winner of this will be moving on to our top 8 qualifier still, so we're still early on in winners, but already getting some heated matches here as Test Your Luck is a nice 5-ish to set the tone.
Classified having to work their way in, and just look at that screen control that Classified has right now, just fully waiting and trying to bait out any button they can from Test Your Luck there, and it worked out.
Yeah, no, Test Your Luck has played a little bit of a tower defense at level 2 Blood because Geo could come in at any moment with such high speed. It's hard for Test Your Luck to really play on reactions here. Has 2S and 5H, but Geo has that speed to whip punish anything that comes their way. They're almost got that 5H as well, so the 5H is their own. But Test Your Luck with the damage to make up for all of these whip punishes, but a wake up super gonna go straight through that DP and put Classified up around in our game 1. Also,
really crazy reaction.
For reset, please. Test Your Luck is in fact not up 2 games.
He could be there.
He could be.
He could be. We're gonna have to see how it plays out here. It could be Classified. Put him in the corner. Huge combo there. And there we go. Jumps out of the BSU. Great reactions there from Classified.
Super for the hard knockdown as well. Test Your Luck with the full bar of burst and spends to get out of that situation. Max Blood, though, has to be very careful and run straight into a throw. Classified crank up the aggression early and the tap dust. Catching TYL slipping. And now we're going to a 1-0 lead for Classified. Setting the tone nice and early here. Great start as well. Had some great answers for Nago's buttons here. Test Your Luck was really stuck in awkward spots. Just really good screen control from Classified in general, using the maximum advantages of Geo's speed for sure.
Yeah, I love seeing any Geo that can like really properly like use her movement speed to their best, because she's able to just dash from one side of the screen to the other so quickly, and seeing someone like really know their opponent's button ranges and just be able to just kind of flex outside of their range while also still baiting out buttons is so good.
Look how much damage this H does, man.
Oh my god. That was the fastest 2-touch interactions I've ever seen.
Nago is ridiculous. Honestly though, like Nago's age has to be one of the most satisfying buttons ever.
Flame it down.
Your health.
Tap the sword.
Absolutely, it's so sick. But jumping from our Watermelon Sodium champion, and Classified gets a wire seat out though, so Tesla gonna get started. Close slash on the delay to catch a fuzzy jump, but a little too late though, so Classified gonna get out and get this pressure of their own with the throw here. 2S to catch any fuzzy, but Tesla sitting still. There we go, the classic BRC pressure. Geo, one of the best at it, has multiple fuzzy options. It goes for just a classic JP to get that round.
We're gonna have to see if Test Your Luck is still gonna be able to take hold of this round they have against Classified. Those Classified just gonna run over him. Look at that blood meter right now. Test Your Luck is gonna have trouble getting out of the corner.
And doesn't do so. One way out of the corner is gonna be with a super hard knockdown. Classified, really massive health and no resources for Test to really take advantage of, but still finds a way out with a timely backdash into a chunk of health with that 6H, but Classified not afraid at all to go for yet another wake up super to go up 2-0 now.
And there it is, the 2-0 for Classified. The numbers were just on the wrong side.
Yeah, no, for sure. That TYL difference ended up working for Classified instead. Classified up 2-0, reversing those tides of fate. But Test Your Luck, a absolute veteran in our online scene. Just look at that Nagoriyuki level 7,000. That is not something that you get in just a day. So with that experience comes the ability to come back in sets like these. So I don't put it past Test Your Luck to make the right adjustments here. Get started with a nice Beyblade hard knockdown as well, but throw gets jumped right over and the burst comes out nice and early. Classified putting on the pressure.
Right, Test Your Luck stuck in that corner once again and trying to get their way out, working their way back to the mid screen here against Classified. That's going to be a huge counter hit confirmed. That wall.
Tonic damage, but it is
Oh.
neutral here.
Oh, no!
It does! Yeah, I was watching that blood meter nice and close. I don't know if Test Your Luck spent it just right. Has been doing a really good job of being just short of that blood rage pop, but mismanaged it in game 3 of all things here. And Classified looking to close up the set nice and early. This is not the game you want to be popping blood on. DP for the pressure, clone and a Clone and a Fukio too, so now Test Your Luck got a really high amount of blood. If that didn't hit, might have been blood bridging again here. Close slash and gets the bite, the first one of the set as well. Gonna do a good chunk of damage. 6H.
I've never been more jump scared by a blood pop in my life. I was like, all right, yeah, they're good, and then they landed and it started to go up a little bit, and I was like, yeah, they're fine. And then it went up a little bit more, and I was like, oh no. Good burst there to the flex shield from Test Your Luck, immediately getting responded to with a burst from Classified. Now back in the corner. Test Your Luck again in this scenario, but gets the back throw. It all starts with a back throw, folks.
Yup, far slash into the super to cash out. Get that blood back to a lower level as well. To get a hard knockdown. Classified with 50 meters to use for a YRC or the flex shield if they so choose. But Test Your Luck keeps the distance with the 5H and the 6H OTG to get back into the set 1-2. Is this how the comeback starts?
Could very well be. I mean, Test Your Luck, even in the 2 games before this, you know, showed signs of plenty of life, but just had some unfortunate moments that got into some unfavorable defensive scenarios. But if they can keep this pressure up, keep that aggression going, keep biting the neck of Giovanna here, I think we could see a lot of success from Test Your Luck.
Yeah, no, sure. But Classified, you put on the back foot, not be able to be as aggressive here. Tesla put out those stop signs in 2K, 2S, and 5H going to work out here, but Classified jumps right in, jumps out again, just being aggressive with the air movement as well. There we go, another neutral jump going to work out, and so full conversion is a really well-timed dash 5H to pick up on that JD. There we go, Bar Slash going to whip punish that 2H easily into a hard knockdown on that super, did a chunk of damage as well. Tesla with no resources to get out and by any means necessary, uses the FB to make some space, and then JH going to convert really well here. Full conversion. This is the hard knockdown off the third hit of Bar Slash, which is really important to get that for some Oki. So now Classified going to be right in, jailing Test Your Luck into that 5B and converting with the RC, and now it was on set point once again. Test Your Luck on the back foot. 2D for the whip punish.
Right back in that corner once again. Test Your Luck escaping out of it as soon as they see Classified jump there.
Classified jumping, but runs into a 5K. So Test Your Luck getting a lot more A lot more reaction there.
Oh!
Jumps and a 6H. Misses the second one. Didn't have enough blood for the range. Misjudged it. So now Classified gets a full compliment to the dive kick super to make sure that wall break comes out. Nice conversion. A good chunk of health gone. Blood Tesla does have burst. We're about to get meter for a YRC. Chooses to burst instead. Beyblade gets aggressive. Back Fukyo. Classified not at being the /slash properly, so Tesla gets him a bite. But a timely jump over the clone into the dive kick super, gonna put Classified in a healthy spot. Once again, counter hit on the 2-1 for K, the first one of the set, and that's all you need to close it out as Classified.
Oh no!
Unless
Classified not getting that super there, but it catches anyway with that BRC 5H.
catches the Fukyo just in time to close it out. Classified will be moving on our winner's side. Such a stacked bracket already. Honestly, the Icarus Elo points must have gotten people out of their beds because we are getting some hectic sets right off of the start here. Tester getting sent to losers relatively early, but look at all the other players in losers. We have Tanak, Jeek, Death Heaven, Shock John, Gavin, all players, Bob as well, all players who I've seen place really well in on respective online tournaments as well as offline as well. So like, this is not for the faint of heart. It's getting active. We're going straight into our next set here, going on to watch Korra on the Milia versus Yoho Spill rather on the Testament. So some Milia Testament action. Korra making a really good run so far in winners, beating Baba 3-0 and Jingo beating Baba and Liahi. Good sets, good wins there. So one more win over Yoso will put them in top 8 winners side. So very important set for both players. But Yoso's setting the tone already with a timely 2H.
Ooh, drops the Crow, unfortunately. They're not able to get the stain out of that combo. Korra trying to get their way in once again. They do get it. Here comes the mix.
This is the JD for the delay. Overheading catches Yoho Spill anyway. Despite that, JP to K2D gonna counter him as well. Yoho Spill getting caught pressing into
It's gross. Every time I see that.
Oh yeah, I can't even like speak right now. I'm trying to like fuck. Korra's moving so fast.
Every time I see Milia go for that tiger knee quick fall and it goes cross up, I'm just like, that's as gross as it gets. I will get hit by that 100% of the time.
The dash with the corner steal, but evil, very well timed anti-air, or rather air-to-air rather, gonna put Yosto up in first blood despite the myriad of mix-ups that Korra brought out. 2H gonna connect again, this time for a full combo, making a chunk of damage. Look how much damage that did, excuse me.
I thought Testament wasn't supposed to do damage. What's up with that?
I don't know. But finally the buff's catching up to Testament here. But miss inputs what I believe was a Mirage attempt. JP empty for the throw, RC for the close slash, and gets the first round. Korra with some really untimely drops, and Yospo punishing them to the absolute max, and gonna get the first game here.
Spill. I feel like we've been seeing a lot of very unfortunate super inputs tonight. Just kind of misinputs in general on those wall breaks. Hopefully we're not going to see it again here. But, mistakes happen. We're all human at the end of the day, I have to see if Yoho can continue this trend right now. This first game they got, great 5K round start there. Korra trying to get their way in. The burst. Oh my god, the hair car. Right underneath the projectile.
Empty low gets blocked by Yohospill. Good defense, but jumps right over the 2H. Not wanting to get nuked by that button again is Korra. He's going to go with the super hard knockdown, catching on the 50 meter. Not the best hard knock situation. Really not too great at that, but oh, nice meaty setup there using, OTG messes up, but Yohospill almost gets out of there. Like I was saying, nice setup for the meaty Estes for some plus frames. I've never seen that one before from Ilia. Korra busting out all the new setup. It's going to work out great here as Yosko gets started with some teleport pressure. Korra going to jump out once again, 2K2D, and now you're in the vortex. Gets hit by the cross-up as well. Full conversion, forcing the burst out.
All right, just letting that super rock says, give me my turn. I need to mix you right now. Do you see my life bar? I haven't gotten to mix you enough.
Alright, it's my mix and I want it now. Nice spacing, goes right over both fireballs and almost gets that cross to hit, but good timing on the block from Yellowstone, resetting for the corner pressure. Jumps in off of the stain, but forces the YRC out from Korra. Goes for a raw bar slash that counter hits into the full conversion as well.
Korra just looking very strong there in that game too. A very back-to-back game we have here. Kind of first of the night. It's definitely been kind of just smash outs. You know, 3-0s, 3-1. Sometimes we get that almost reverse 3-0. I don't know if you've seen on the stream, but these Steam notifications are killing me.
Oh yeah, no, they're massive, dude. What is Kermit E. Frog playing right now?
That you gotta know. all of stream chat knows.
All of stream chat knows what you're playing right now, man. I don't know. Oh, but the backdash BRC JP as the reversal option for Korra. Getting started with some pressure here as well. Same side 2K2D. More mix-up. Waiter. We want more mix-ups. Korra into the super 5K6H for the wall break. Hair car. Gonna wall break as well.
Waiter, more disc 50-50s, please.
50-50s, more like 25, 25, 25, 25.
with a special 10%er mixed in there.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice 2K2D to interrupt after that. Brave Reaper, gonna cross up and go for the overhead as well. Another mix-up, goes for the blade. JD, nasty setup there. Goes for the burst bait, which did not come out because Yospo, in fact, did not have burst. But it's okay as Yospo gets a cross-up and steals the corner back. H-Trip gonna catch Korra out of the air, full combo as well. Tap goes for the same pop to break the wall. Both characters with 50 meter. Who's gonna use it first? Korra goes for the BRC4, but whoa!
Wow. Ooh, watch your dome!
What was that? The BRC back JH. That was so active as well. Really smart play from Yo to cover as much space as possible and forcing the burst from Korra already in our game number 3.
Tap does get this conversion off of that, thanks to Stain. Stain popping yet again. Huge conversions here for Yospill.
Just gonna connect once again here. Oh,
a kill.
Our friendly low damage character Testament, guilty gear, with the charge 8 preacher killing there. I actually didn't think it wouldn't. I actually thought it would not kill, but all of a sudden, Yospill turning the tides of the set is now up 2-1. Korra's looking very good at the start and in that second game as well, but Yospill with the consistency or get it back to a 2-1 lead. Looking to close out this set and move on to our winner's side, top 8. Again, this is a very important set for both players, a must win. Everyone wants that winner's side, that guaranteed fifth place at the worst as well, not wins, and also avoiding that hell of a loser side as well. Do not want to get sent down there. Is Korra, who has to make a comeback right here now, but runs straight into the far slash in our game number 4, trying to get the spacing and does with the 2K2D, and Yos will not want to hold any of that. Bursts out, but runs straight into a hair car. Korra unapologetic with these setups and goes for the same side on the turbo fall into the JH. I'm very able to keep up with these mix-ups my damn self. Hard knockdown off of the wing.
And we go, oh my god, the same side mix, thankfully. Yospill was ready for the block on that. Yospill trying to find a way to hit them, try to stop this Milia from taking over right now. Oh my god, foot dive! Looking like Dr. Doom over here in the corner.
The Artemis back shots?
Oh
that was
god.
not on my bingo card. It's Korra.
One back shots. The scariest thing.
The absolute scariest. No one's ready. Yospill goes for deflection, but turns into a wild assault. Untimely there as Korra gets the same side counter hit, close slash. One of the best starters for anyone in the game. Goes for the winger for the damage as well. Yospill on the back foot already here. Has burst to work with, uses for the deflection and catches Korra jumping with that H Reaper, forcing us back to the ground here, and catches with that 6H on the backdash. Another 6H looking for an attempt to get out, and the Septum Voices out of nowhere, out of block stun, almost worked out, but Yospill had the RC to cover. 5K 2D for the counter, massive starter, but not enough to kill here. Didn't have anything too far set up, but the throw into that conversion with the stain.
Thank you, Arxis.
Thank you, Arxis. Thank you, Daisuke. After years of buffs, Testament is finally mids here. God bless.
Finally stain pop on throw. It's what Testament players have been asking for decades.
Absolutely here, but the hard knock on on the blue wild dispel for extra disc pressure. But Yosko blocks it really well, goes for the H Reaper, blocks it too, but now Cora getting started once again. The empty lobe finally hitting its mark. Artemis for the hit, resetting the hard knockdown as well. Deflect shield from Yosko, not wanting to hold any of that BRC. Whoa, interesting setup, but Yosko finds his way out anyway off of that JH. YRC, but Cora wanting to get that offense started again and finally hits that cross up, same side Artemis. One more mix up, but Yosko YRC's trying to bait it out as Cora, I believe, with that 5B. But now, oh my god, straight on the projectiles. Yosko taking this second to breathe here. Artemis Ryan almost connecting.
What? What? I'm a seal right now. Somebody show me the bucket of fish, because there's no way that should have ever clashed.
That was absolutely ridiculous, but it's going to be Cora reacting better to that clash. And now we're going to a game number 5. What is going on? Cora not being afraid to just drive on one of these H-discs. Somebody stop them, please.
We're going to have to see if Cora's license still in date.
Absolutely. Gonna get some license registration for that air car, please, and thank you. Yosko getting the stain pressure started early, full screen. Arbiter signs her chunk now with that stain popping so high into the air, some extra conversion ability. Yosko gets set up again with the Arbiter, which the stain pops some plus frames as well from full screen. Teleporting to get some better screen position. Nice, the recovery on the teleport is so short now. He's able to use that super freely. JH 6P, nice timing from Yosko as well. Hard knockdown for some more projectile pressure. Over gonna connect right as Cora was running out, and Yosko all of a sudden on set point once again. But Cora, I've seen these comebacks before. It might happen again. 2K2D as it's going to connect, and now we get that corner pressure started.
Well, Cora find their way with that 5K there after jumping right over that 6HS. And now we're seeing what could very well turn into a double-sided set point. Joe still gets the pressure going here, gets that momentum built up, that pendulum swinging their way to take it, to move themselves into top 8. This is a top 8 match, right?
Oh, this is to get into
to get into the top 8, my bad. The tension is still high, folks. You gotta understand.
You know, absolutely. You absolutely still want to get this win. The top 8 winner's side is super important for brackets.
Whoa,
and the double Arbiter catching the head, the shoulder, the knees, and the toes. Yo-ho spill. We'll be moving on, clutching it out to our top 8 winner's side. What a set.
What a set indeed. Great stuff from both players there. Cora moving it down to losers. But I think we will still be able to see them. I think they got a good chance of making it into this top 8 bracket.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Still has to win. All right, so that will be the rest of our stream matches for our pools. We're taking a quick break as the loser side and the rest of our bracket fills out for the top 8. So we'll be back in a moment. So sit tight, everybody, as we take this quick break. See you soon.
See you then.
All right, everybody, the wait is over. We're ready, our players are ready, but are you ready? Because it is now time for our Fightsticks Flashkicks top 8. It's looking stacked already here. We're going to get started on our winner's side. The winner's side has been decided so far. We have SQ and King Koa, who are raring to go right now. And on the other side of winners, we have Yellow Spill and Classified. So we get started off the bat with some ABBA Ram action. King Koa off to a hot start already in this bracket, but SQ starting off with the L-Felt switch.
Okay, big surprise. Got that L-Felt cooking, you know. When you see someone just take over at Arc World Tour, you're like, you know what? Maybe I gotta mix it up a little bit.
Maybe
I
honestly,
play L-Felt.
the L-Felt switch is pretty smart for ABBA, because what happens here in this matchup, there are certain characters, especially the ones with slower backdashes, right, who really struggle to deal with L-Felt pressure, because the general counterplay for Riot, we've seen it over and over again. Oh my god, can't even, no counterplay is being put right now. But
5H.
the main reasoning for this matchup switch is that L-Felt's pressure is unreasonably difficult for ABBA to deal with, because the usual counterplay options that most characters have, ABBA doesn't really have access to because of how slow her backdash is. So right here off of 5H, ABBA can't really do anything unless you 6P at that bomb chocolat. And King Koa going to start off with first blood, looking really good now. SQ rusty on the L-Felt. I get 6P'd again out of the 2H. That is something she can do. 2K into the overhead gets blocked, so SQ's gonna be out once again. But a lot of Jealous Rage left over to run right back in. Baiting this burst on that person to Donzai, but L-Felt's not buying it. There we go. SQ getting the punish on the install as well. He's really aggressive now with these 6Ps. Going for the bomb, Chocolat, double low, into close slash. They roll out the rest of that Jealous Rage. Really smart play there. 6P after the shotgun to catch the aggressive far slash, and a chunk of damage on the shotgun as well. SQ on the front seat right now.
King Koa trying to work their way in. No Jealous Rage meter at all, and just has to slowly trudge their way from one side of the screen to the other. SQ trying to keep them out with those blasters, but nice 2P into RC is gonna seal the deal for that round. And King Koa, if I watched King Koa's last match against Giovanna, and I saw that those 6Ps on defense landing every single time, I'd be thinking twice if I was SQ trying to go for a Rekka series instantaneously against King Koa.
Yeah, but nice slide under that bar slash to get a punish, and now King Koa catching the backdash with the key super as well. It's gonna be a hard knockdown. No real OP, looking for a burst. SQ not buying though, so now has advantage 5H for the Rekka series. There we go. Bomb for the cross-up. Gonna hit as well, but no proper combo on the far slash. Uninstall, reinstall to rebuild that bar. Goes for the key super. Well, jump block from SQ to be less minus, and slides right under that elbow of a 6P into the throw. What a play from King Koa to start off our set here. 1-0 lead.
Yeah, great choice to use that command dash to go underneath that 6P, even if 6P wasn't entirely what they were thinking of. Probably were trying to go for a far slash, but still, a high is a high at the end of the day.
Yeah, SQ sticking with the L-Foot as well, feeling really a lot better about this matchup, I guess, opposed to the Ram. Again, ABBA does generally struggle against L-Felt's pressure, but King Koa navigating really well so far, and gets a 6P to set the tone early. Went for the Jealous Rage pop, but SQ bursting before that can happen. Big counter 2H, forcing King Koa to burst.
On the corner, huge damage. Get that Jealous Rage meter built back up. And got stock of meter 2 just for this BRC. Or, you know what? It's ABBA. What am I saying? BRC, open the gates. Keep them locked down. Get that crush. Oh my god, the spine buster. The German suplex dealt to Paracelsus.
She really does German suplex Parasol. I'm like, what is this animation? That makes a lot of sense. But here we go. Hard knockdown from that 266K. Not like the days of old where it used to be a full combo. But gonna get a full combo anyway off of that counter hit. Getting the super as well. Further hard knockdown. Building up that anger for some more mix-ups that SQ's gonna have to hold unless we use our burst. But a 2P gonna get out of that JS conversion. And now we're back to neutral. Kinko not on the play any of the neutral anymore. Goes for the key super, but a jump block into a 2H. Gonna catch the slide that Kinko went for last time. Barely! And was able to uninstall there. But SQ misses the full combo. Now punishes the 6P with the fireball. But again, drops, so has to blink their way back in the normal way. 5H. Rekka gonna catch. Into the low, gonna hit as well. Bomb super, no, just holds on for one more mix-up. Oh, we're gonna connect. Ooh. Now we get the bomb that's on. Oh no, this round is gonna be really tough for Kinko to win.
Got that burst on deck, but the overhead. Sniping through and activating those bombs.
For the wall break as well.
Now Kinko, there's something about the way Kinko uses parry and neutral. It scares me. They'll just use it full screen, no threats on the screen at all, but they're like, I bet you won't swing into this.
Yeah, no, Kinko making really good use of Abba's, like, her neutral is not necessarily the best, but she has ways to scare you from coming at her, right? And as Elfel, the character who runs their pressure from getting close, you have to poke eventually, and Kinko knowing the timing, forcing the burst off from SQ, uninstall for the restall pressure, goes for again off the DRC, blue wall assault rather, and gets the 2K2D into the conversion off the Rekka, and now Kinko to a 2-0 lead. Is SU going to switch back to the Ram, or are we sticking with the Alpha here? I wonder what the plan is.
I mean, they are in winners. They got the opportunity to play all the way out and still be in top 8, and they are choosing that. Gotta take it where you can. Still learning a character. Obviously, SQ does not have as much time as they have in Elfeld as they do Ram. So why not? This is a big tournament, huge show out, got all these people. The ELO points are on the line. That's as stressful as it gets in the modern day.
Yeah, absolutely. 6P gonna get whipped, but Kinko not too far advantage and gets hit by the overhead, forcing the burst out, but nice 5H to call out the Jealous Rage uninstall, but no conversion from the 5H. Missed the timely close slash, would have been a really big damage conversion. But Kinko a 5H counter of their own, but still no conversion. Both players swinging for the 6P, clashing with the Thar slash. SQ hopping on over, but Kinko's gonna be one with the advantage now. Reinstall into the overhead, catching SQ being passive. Full Rage super. Only a little bit of Jealous Rage, so only one extra hit, but will be enough to get the round. Yes, just barely.
Huge damage conversion there from Kinko, and now they are on set point to move forward to winners finals. But is SQ going to allow that? Is SQ going to go down quietly with a 3-0? I doubt it. But Kinko has just been playing so well with a great command dash going underneath that far slash. It's hard to say that Kinko doesn't have it in him.
Yup, but big 6P from SQ to get that Elfel pressure started. There we go, Bridal Express for the frame kill, and has the 50-meter rather than the 100 for the bomb super. Kinko low on Jealous Rage 2, gonna run out right as this meaty comes in. Rekka low, gonna connect. RC to guarantee that conversion and data burst just in case. And now we're going to one final round, but Kinko is still on set point here. So SQ, this is a must win. There we go, nice conversion from the far slash. Get that Elfel pressure going once again, but shotgun to keep it safe.
Oh, it came back like a boomerang. Gotta watch out for that Elfel projectile. Great conversion there from SQ. Almost got the wall break, but the burst from Kinko is cutting things short. Watch out for that Jealous Rage. Now SQ having the advantage to take over this game once again. 6H going to be able to get the wall break here. Positive bonus dealt out to SQ. And now Kinko is sitting on a very small amount of life wall. Full stick of butter is there for SQ.
Now half a stick of butter for Kinko. Has that Jealous Rage on deck, trying to cash out any way they can, and finds over at the last second, just in time for the wall stick to get some extra for their trouble. 50 meter for the meter advantage as well. Can't choose the BRC forward. No, just going for the far slash and goes for the K super right after. SQ landing from a normal, so didn't have time to block in the air, and now the 2H gonna force SQ to get out, and Kinko's the one bursting instead aggressively.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Swinging that thing.
Absolutely swinging that key. SQ one more mix up, double low, gets blocked. Rekka one more time in the overhead. Into the shotgun. How many 50-50s can you block, Kinko? Not enough. SQ back in the set at 2-1 now. has to work their way very slowly to get back into this set, making better use of Elfelt's pressure to keep King Koa on the defensive. Like I said, if Elfelt can get any sort of offense started, it becomes much harder for Abba to interact. And just as I say that, King Koa, knowing this, not having any of it anymore, he's going to go to the Axel, busting it out for when the matchup looks like it's not too good. Doesn't want to gamble anymore on the rage and sticking to our fellow Britishman Axelo for the close out this set.
Yeah, very interesting to see the Axel. I don't know if this is a full counter pick or not. I definitely could see Axel doing really well in this matchup. But I feel like they were just doing so well as Abba. But I'm not the one on the stick here. I trust King Koa's judgment. They're in winners finals. Winners semis. I'm sitting here in my chair watching the match.
Absolutely, but also a good start. Got a good chunk of damage, chipping SQ down slowly and forcing the burst out as well. Has a ton of meter to work with in addition, so it can be a little more aggressive with these Rensens. As I say that, SQ jumps right on over against the counter hit JH, using the Fireball to stay just over that Rensen. H8 follow-up for the vacuum. 2K2D, Rainwater. King Koa keeping the space into 2P. A snail into the RC. 2K2D. SQ staying still. The 2H gets whiff punished by that Rainwater. Insane.
JS. That JS has been taking lives for almost 4 years now. My button moves. Some nasty work. Great back throw. It all starts with one. Throw yet again. Street Fighter. Get the throw loops going.
Oh, tried to time berry right out of the corner. Does so again and goes right over the Rainwater, calling out for a full combo as well. Misinputs what I believe was a Bridal Express 2P. Went for the Rainwater to call it a button, but SQ not falling for it. It's the full conversion here. 6H for the soft knockdown, and King Koa with 100 meter has a resource advantage. Uses it for Rainwater instead, just holding on, keeping the spacing. Rensen into 2 follow-up. Nice conversion time stop. We have the conversion, not quite. 5 to get a whiff, but gets the tornado into it anyway. 6H, just getting the damage. Oh no.
And that should be it. Ooh, they get one more chance. It's not over for SQ just yet, folks. One more hit is all it's gonna take. Gotta watch out for that tornado, and they go over it so gracefully. Good defense here from King Koa, but they're stuck in the corner and keep getting clipped and clipped, not spending that burst. They want to keep it for this game, or sorry, round 3. See what they can rock out here. Such instantaneous burst from King Koa. SQ getting their way in once again, and now burst spent from both players all the way dashing in with that 6P.
Yup, SQ getting that classic Elfelt pressure started. Rekka's getting not checked at all here. Changing up the timing. King Koa jumping out. No JH though. Game's passive, and there we go. Calls out the Rekka reset. SQ's getting a little too greedy, and now King Koa gets that snail RC, the classic of Axel here. Going all the way in no OTG. Go right in for the aggression. Both players jumping into each other, but no air throw until they land. SQ gonna get the back throw as well. Double RC on the line and goes for the low. Gonna catch RC into the super, and we are going to a game 5.
All right, SQ keeping it locked in with the Elfel right now. King Koa, you know, the Axel swap, I definitely saw glimmers of what they were going for with it, but are they going to keep it up? I think they might just be going back to ABBA here. And that they are.
King Koa is looking a lot more comfortable on the Abbas, making really good plays, but honestly, when you play a Feast or Famine character as Abba, sometimes you're in the we're so back, it's so over, bouncing back and forth. Probably was feeling a little over, so went for the Axel, but up a game. Tried to make it work, but couldn't. But now we're getting the tone started nice and early with the command dash into a key grab. But the aggression from SQ forcing out a burst right away. Unfortunately, does not get the bomb vest on, so King Koa has a little more gel space to work with. BRC's forward into the Danzai, and now just barely able to uninstall in time. So we're going back to the neutral.
A lot of meter in stock, but SQ without a care in the world put the bomb jacket on her. Doesn't matter how scary she looks, it's getting put on. Oh my god, Don's had to go right through it. Nice choice there from King Koa. The burst from SQ. Now Kinkoa having to work their way in, had the resources, but not getting the right confirm. Is in Jealous Rage. 60 hidden, but unfortunately no conversion there. Jump up from SQ and now stuck in that corner. Is that going to be enough? No, they're not. But we are going to get that wall break into that Jealous Rage pop. Let's see where it goes from here.
Yup, 6Ps coming all out as Kinkoa dash dancing like it's Smash Bros. Jumps in for the
that Fox?
5K to pick it up. That was definitely hiya. No, I'm saying Jay. That was insane. Again, using the 2-6K into the slide to go right under the bar slash pokes from SQ. Both players swinging for the fences here, and there goes the bar slash. Huge conversion opportunity for Kinkoa. SQ only now able to burst after taking near half of their health away. Stuck with a little bit of Jealous Rage left to use. Goes for the Rekka series, no 6P from Kinkoa. Goes for the key super to lock SQ down, a little plus on that as well, but goes for the Pine Berry to go over the button press from Kinkoa. Really smart decision making from SQ here to get the wall break. Kinkoa out of Jealous Rage can be forced to uninstall, so SQ is now plus.
SQ with some great decision making, getting them this wall break yet again. Now with meter on deck, BRC at the round start here, not the choice. Just using the layback, keep that meter for in case they get into a hairy situation here. BRC did not get baited out.
Stuck without any resources to work with, but a timely 6P again calling out the aggression from SQ. 6P, no conversion, wood punishes the far slash and just barely clips the toes on that 2D. We're going to a final game, final round. Who wants that winner's side? Finals more.
Kinkoa is definitely hungry for it. The feast is starting the show. SQ, great back throw. This is that situation that Kinkoa gets put into. You know, SQ starts getting their pressure built up and they start mixing. And Kinkoa just has trouble trying to figure their way out of this Rekka series. As that pressure reset into the overhead, striking true. Did a lot of damage, but no break on that wall. Not going to be able to get the kill off of this, so goes for the bomb jacket. You got to be careful. Kinkoa does have burst. There it is.
Sends it just in time. Scary neutral situation. SQ taking their sweet time here. Doesn't want to take any sort of risk. Build any sort of Jealous Rage for Kinkoa. Kinkoa is slowly inching the way across the screen, looking for a 5H. Doesn't get it, and the fireball catching the landing. SQ with the comeback moves on to our winners finals.
Huge reverse 3-0 there from SQ. Definitely was able to find their footing in that matchup the further it went on there. And that ending, the standoff, SQ just staring down ABBA from full screen away. Kinkoa just shaking in their boots.
Yeah, no, I swear I could have seen a tumbleweed going across the stage there. Wow, wow, wow. This town is big enough for the two of us, ABBA.
I notice only one of us has a gun.
He brought a key to a gunfight. Bad choice, partner.
First time I've ever seen someone do that.
No matter. Draw!
Deflects the bolt with the key.
With the key? That would be sick. Use it as a meat shield, bro. But here we go. On to our other side of winner's side. We've got Classified, Mr. Watermelon Soda going against Yo-Ho Spill. Both players very strong performances in the pools, but now only one can move on to face the King of Koa. Who will it be as we start our game number one?
First here from Yo-Ho Spill. Get Classified as far away from them as possible. You do not want Giovanna up close to his Testament. That's just a death sentence.
That's no bueno, but even if Gio's far away, these whip punishers were really timely. But Yo-Spill with a good 2K, gonna make some distance as well. But Watermelon Soda right back in with the RC, forcing the wire speed from Yo-Ho Spill. Burst aggressive to keep that corner position. 5K to get some spacing again. Playing that dash dance game again. Is this a Smash Bros tournament? I would believe it. 5K, 5H. 214K for the kill. Classified getting the first round of her set here.
Still doing that back off yet again, trying to build as much distance as they can from Classified here.
Nice dashing right under.
Oh my god. And now you're in it. The blender. They can nerf this blender as much as they want, but they can never remove it.
They definitely can never remove it. Gio's game plan is too simple for ones to nerf. It's strike or throw. You have that 2 hitting low and 2S that's really good at catching and forcing people to stay still. And there we go. Speaking of Yoho getting caught moving a little too much on that teleport, full conversion for Classified. Nice 5K pickup into the enhanced spinning 236K, but it's caught walking back by the low arbiter. Yoho Spill all of a sudden turning the tides of this game with that tap dust into the stain pop. We've seen tons of it from them so far, and it hasn't failed them yet. Hard knockdown with Stain, one of the best situations in the game. So yeah, Classified, honestly, just go for it, right? Raw into the 2D! Going right under Yoho Spill and clipping the toes.
That's brazen.
Just for that first game. That was crazy.
You gotta say that with a lot of gusto in your chest to do full screen super into PRC 2D. That is insane.
What a play from Classified. Illegal play? Yeah, we'll have to replay over that, see if it was a flagrant foul on that one. I don't know. That looked a little evil.
That was definitely some showboating if I've ever seen it.
Yep, but a 2H from Yellowstone. No whiffed throw from Classified, a little too plus for their own good. 5K, 6P on the flip kick. Good timing from Yoho Spill. Gets the bird down, getting that Classified sentiment neutral. Right out, fake teleport caught. Classified and caught me too. But the spiral arrow gonna catch and force Yoho for the first down.
Good 6P sending Classified towards the corner, looking like it's going a lot more Yoho Spill's way this time. Now they just kind of got to get these scenarios again and again and again to make sure that they can keep Classified out. Oh no. Keep Classified out, but the 2D rearing its head yet again.
Oh no, it was great.
2D, the cryptid of her entire moveset.
Yep, 2S, 5H, 214K. Send them with that 5D to the other side of the screen. Here we go, 5K catching. Also moving again, 2K. Here we go, the classic Geo. Fuzzy setup, one of the best characters at doing it, and gets that JP single into the overhead after the perfect round from Classified. That's the classic from Classified. Geo getting that super impressive offense going. Once she goes that meter, she goes from a strike throw character to a high-low character all of a sudden. I don't know, it's messed up. But Yellowspell bursting to get that neutral situation right back to where we want it here.
Good 2K, pitching out that teleport there. Classified right on top of Yoho Spill, right where they want to be. Yoho Spill has that meter. They have the options to try and get out of this. Good PRC. Now it's back in their favor right now. Classified does have burst though. Got to be wary of that.
Massive 2S counter hit. Will we have the kill off of this Nostrovia? No burst from Classified. It was their great grandpa's burst. Carried through the generations, and Classified will be bringing that burst to our next game as Yellowspill gets game number 2.
They got that burst on a gold chain. that is not leaving their neck.
Yeah, tragic play from Classified. Believes that that burst will be there for next game, and it sure will. But now you're evening the score here at 1-1 as Yoho Spill looking to move on into our winners finals to face King Koa. Any win here is important. You do not want to get sent to losers at any point in tonight's FNF. Killers all over through that water. So here we go, 2D again from Mr. Classified, trying to get that big hit to start our set. And Yoho Spill now want to hold any of that geo pressure, going for the burst. I understand it.
Yoho's throwing a pretty good start right here, but it doesn't matter how much life you slowly chip away from Giovanna. She will get in unless you back them. Then she ain't. So a good, good response from Yoho, but completely shutting me up.
Yep, 99% of players against Giovanna stop doing back there before their big win. Hard knockdown on the Nostrovia. Stain is indeed live. Will that safe jump? No, it is a fake jump. Classified getting out just in time, but not to save them from that 2K. Yellowspill up around.
2S Trying to beat out that 2D there, and a great choice by Yoho Spill. And here we go yet again. Giovanna in the corner, 2D. Stop it. I mean, honestly, a great choice against H. Gravedigger there. Able to low profile that first initial hit of it. Love the EXCP's eating at your toes.
Yeah,
Oh,
head
Angel
now,
hit him.
taking a little bit of taking a tuft of hair out of that scalp, but Crossfight going right back in for the 5H close slash catching. I'm not sure what that was. I believe that was a misinputted super from Classified there. I saw the Chabe come out. Staying hard, knockdown now, 50-meter on deck as well. 100 from Classified though. There we go. Okay, is the 2D coming out? No, run straight into the skull.
The sudden cut on the music after that RC. So sad.
Yeah, one super got Chava, yeah, as expected, but that timely missed input is going to put Yoho Spill up to a 2-1 lead here. Classifying it to lock in if we want to survive and move on to winners finals. Yoho Spill being on top of every single mistake, making the right adjustments, avoiding the disastrous RC2D that happened in the first game, and is now on set point here, has to get this game, but Classify, I mean, known for the classic comebacks, making a good name for themselves in these online brackets, and tons of experience with these sets, so I'm sure they're not nervous at all as we get that spiral arrow into the 2-hit confirmed, super hard knockdown. Yoho Spill already on the back foot.
Back in this corner, Giovanna throw looping you yet again. Oh my god. Whiffing that dust, making you want to press a button like, oh yeah, I'd like to get a little punish on that misinput they made there. You're wrong. It was all part of their devious plan. Oh no. Baiting out deflection, that's nasty work. God, the damage.
Oh, 2D again, catching, goes for the BRC overhead, misses it. However, the close slash to cover up that mistake. What a game. That was,
we can play that one again, right?
Wow, that was a fast one. Classify locked in, leaned forward in the chair, said no more games. Yoho Spill on the back foot. Not necessarily on the back foot, we're going to a game 5 though. Testament Giovanna, a scary matchup for our resident zoner here. Yoho Spill gonna have to turn into Yoho Gap if you want to finish out this set.
To see, you know, maybe the spill was the gap we made along the way.
Forward slash 5H into spiral arrow. Yoho Spill jumping out and gets the same pop on the JK. Dash cancel off of the 2S. Here we go, burst from Yoho Spill to keep the corner position back. That's a throw. They counter and Focus going to catch. Classified going for a throw attempt there.
Look at this damage. Hold on, wait. Can we talk about this damage? Oh my god.
Nah, this is reasonable. You know.
That's reasonable. That's standard.
Standard. It's go 2 years try. You know how it be.
That's true. Dashing all the way up. I mean, we're seeing a lot of fearlessness from Yoho Spill right now. I'm about it. Ooh, we gotta love Far Slash though. Just when you think you're out of it, it keeps pulling you back in.
Honestly, I swear it has a vacuum. Throw tech from Yoho Spill, very brave choice in game 5 of all games, but a timely whiff punish all over that whiff. Watermelon Soda, getting the hard knockdown as well, going into the 2S, but timely backdash from Yoho Spill, but gets hit on the way down as Classified goes for that JK, but not enough to get anything from it. Yoho Spill going for the RC to bait out a burst. Watermelon Soda not biting into the bird. Not hard knockdown, but Stain is live. Classified to be very careful. Goes for the far slash, but gets hit out by the 5P here. Classified spiral arrowing in. You cannot do that. Last round, last game, burst advantage to Classified, but does Yoho Spill want it more? Not if you get counter hit by the spiral arrow once again to start the round. Classified in a great spot now.
Using those consoles to try and get that try to get that meter built up. Got a great confirm off that counter hit, Far Slash break that wall yet again. Very tough situation here for Yoho Spill to get out of. Tap dust, and that should be able to claim it. Oh no!
Oh no!
Okay, we're good.
All right, it's all good. It's all good. Tap dust to close it out. Your old spoon tell for a taste for their own medicine here. Classify making it a very close one. Throwing for the contact, making it entertaining for all of us. We appreciate that, Classified. Congratulations. Moving on to winners finals to face off against King Ko. But before we get to that, oh no, not King Ko. I'm sorry. I kept thinking King Ko. It was SQ who won that set. I'm bugging out. My bad, SQ.
It seemed for a second that King Koa had that, but no,
It
SQ
did. It
really
really
bring it back.
I was convinced that King Koa had that set so much so that I forgot that SQ won it in the end. I'm so sorry about that. But before we get to the rest of our winners action, we're going to our losers side. Tester Luck was the last player to make it out of our pools. To our loser side, we're going against Baba, and on the other side we have Tanak at Death Heaven. So more Axel action despite King Koa switching back to the Abba. So we're gonna have a lot more games ahead of us. Tester Luck making it back to the top 8, and Baba making a tear through most of these online brackets as offlines as well, making a big name for Pot ever since those season 4 changes. Have been one of the best to make the most out of this character. Love to see them play in this top 8. Going against Tester Luck though, on a tear with the Nago, then a Nago legend, one of the 4 horsemen of Nago Apocalypse, as I like to call it. You know what I'm saying? We got Snorlax, Hotashi, Tester Luck. You know what I'm saying? I'm missing one. I had one. Nubenheimer. There we go. Those are the 4, bro. It's those 4. Everyone else, they don't really know. Not that many Nogos. Honestly, I think about it. Like, you know, Rainbow Heavy, you don't really see Nago that often.
You don't. Everyone kind of gave up on him after season 3. Like, I asked why. The character's still really good.
Yeah, character's good. I mean, he's unique in a way. Like, he's one of the. Listen, Guilty Gear Strive is a game, right? Where you move around. Yeah, Nubenheimer is now a pot player. This is very true. My favorite pot player, Nubenheimer. But Guilty Gear is a game where you like to move around a lot, right? Nago doesn't really do that. So I get that not being to everyone's fancy. Also the specials, you're limited on your specials. Nago literally is a character in a game where you're rewarded by doing a lot. Nago gets rewarded by not doing too much, you know what I'm saying? Keeping it simple, keeping it classy, very mindful, very demure is Nagorigi.
Now, I do got to be honest with you, JSav. You know, I've been waiting. I've been waiting for the JSav Rainbow Heavy collision here, you know. Been dying to do commentary with you. But I've also been dying to do commentary of a Baba match for a long while now. So I'm kind of hitting it big today. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, 2 hits on the bingo card already. Baba definitely a friend of both of ours, honestly. We've known Baba for quite some time. Since the PlayStation days is what I've known Baba for, before the crossplay. So I'm saying we go way back, but finally able to commentate Baba on the big stage is always a blessing for the both of us. But in the way is Tester Luck, trying to put the end to the fun already before it even begins. Who wants to set more?
Who wants it? Tough to say, but one thing I know for certain, we're seeing a bat get broken. What's that 99 gonna be? All right, calm, focused Baba, and test your luck. Some great whiff punishes here. Slide him right over that.
Jumping again. No, I was taking right what I said and just really reverting my take on Naga, where he doesn't move a lot. Jumping all over the place again for the frame.
Oh my god! The 2K frame kill is insane.
That was ridiculous, and it caught Baba right at the great time here. Goes for the hammerfall. Kara into the Gigantor to cover that aggressive option from Tester.
Oh, there it is. But we got the Gigantor to catch afterwards. Break that wall. That's huge. And we bait out that super.
But 50
oh no!
This one, you thought Baba had that round of the bait. We all forgot that Tester Luck still had another 50 meters to work with. Nice punish on the hammerfall. Gonna get really good conversion. I forget how much Nago gets from a mash. It's insane.
God, I'm still reeling from that super PRC. That was insane. Baba trying to get in. Great 2D hit there. RC trying to keep that blood meter in check as much as they can. Still sitting on level 2 right now. It's about to go flying down. Oh my god.
Yes, hitting a very bottom there. 5H from Tester Luck, keeping that spacing. Goes for the lay into the PRC fight. The bait on the PRC Pop Buster as well. No involve frames for you, my good sir. I says yellow spill because it's yellow spill on the scoreboard. But that is Tester Luck getting our first game. Pariah Dogs, please update the scoreboard.
Perdix has got they were in the middle of it. but the shock of the two big bodies on screen. You know, we've had a lot of fast-paced characters all day today, but we got these two Goliaths fighting back to back right now.
Tester Luck is hyped when I put money on him. Casper got a parlay on Tester Luck for our top 8. When are we adding Guilty Gear Stripe to FanDuel? I'm waiting.
FanDuel? That'd be crazy. Northern Lion, boot up Vandal right now. Oh my god, trying to hit him with the Exert right there.
What was that? That was a frame kill and a burst bait at the same time. Tester Luck covering every option, as many as possible. 6 for the OTG does so much damage for the RC from Baba. Tester Luck staying patient, but not patient enough to avoid that close slash. Close slash 6H, Hammerfall break. But all of a sudden, Tester Luck is in the corner after only really getting hit once here. 5H with DP to catch the back Mega Fist. Wow, I've never seen Mega Fist get anti-aired in such a fashion. Tester Luck on a good spot to go up 2-0 here, but it's LeBron James. Anything can happen.
Bob James, I mean, can he do it? He's got the yellow jersey on.
He's indeed a
He's in his
Laker.
prime.
Oh no, he actually has the Cavs colors. He's yellow and red. Good point. This is prime LaBaba.
I mean, look at Tester Luck right now, right? Just endless aggression, just calling out anything that Baba does at the moment. Ooh, okay. But look at all that meter Baba has. That's Dream Maker money right there. Oh, but it doesn't matter how many dreams you have.
You
He's
brought
still gonna slice the room.
mega force field laser beam to a sword fight, my good sir. It's not how it's done. Tester Luck up 2-0 on Baba, looking a lot more comfortable in the matchup so far, making really good plays, having a lot of nasty setups and frame kills that just keep catching Baba lacking. Honestly, it would catch me lacking too. Crazy plays. Best player of all time? I don't know. Tester Luck looking pretty goated. Well, LeBron though, honestly, he's my GOAT right now. Side note, but LeBron is my GOAT. I will not argue this any further for now. I'm saying hit me in DM if you think Michael Jordan's better, I will put you down. But speaking of, they played, nice hit, going for the person, get into the flame kill jump, keeps catching Baba on the wake up as well.
Wow, what a whiff punish there from Tester Luck. Tester Luck up 2-0 right now and still just full of steam at the moment. Not showing any signs of stopping, and now getting a BSU. Certainly no stop in this round.
Playing the spacing trap game so well here. Baba just stuck in this corner. No way out, as it looks like, as we get the hammer fist, my favorite pop move. Mega Fist PRC didn't work out, as Tester Luck was just in the right spacing, and is now on set point, being super ambiguous with this movement option to get the double clash, and now Baba's on offensive.
Sorry, Mickey Mouse just ran through my room looking at that clash. That was crazy good. Pop Buster here.
Is that our first Pop Buster instead? And then he goes for a second one. 6P into the deep knuckle. He's hungry.
When you're 0-2, you just gotta start letting them rip. Your opponent thinks you're down now, be like, no. Yeah, we're doing it in a round start.
Yeah, but I went from no Pop Buster attempts to 3 in a row. Yeah, definitely changing up the game plan a lot more now. 5H catching with the close slash, but no full combo. His pitch does not connect in time. Tester Luck now gets the offensive pressure. BRC forward. Baba blocking, but gets caught by the over-farm bite. 2K2D Beyblade. Hard knockdown gets Baba again with the flame kill. And not only a pixel of health, has 50 meter and burst to work with. Anything can happen. Wild Assault for the neutral win. YRC. Baba tries to make something happen, but the 5 deflect shielded. Tap does deflect shielded though, but the JS from downtown gonna put Baba out. Good win for Tester Luck, 3-0. Moving on our loser side.
Yeah, great stuff from Tester Luck there, just absolutely dominating in that match, showing time and time again they were ready for any option that Baba was going to take there. What a set. And now we got Test Your Luck moving on forward through the loser side here. Gonna be fighting up against Yo-Ho Spill, I believe. Yes, yeah. It just wasn't reported yet on the Start GG.
Yeah, Test Your Luck will be moving on to fight Yo-Ho Spell once that set updates on Start GG. But before that, one more losers set before our next round is going to be Death Heaven on the Axel, Tanak on the Ram. Both players first time appearing on stream so far, had some crazy runs. Death Heaven's 11,000 on Axel?
That's
What?
scary.
That's terrifying.
His aura is so big, his colors reverted.
Absolutely. Spent the colors for the level here. But playing the neutral, both players filling each other out. No big hits just yet. The JH working out for Tanak as I say that. Getting that pressure started. Plus 30 projectile. Thank you very much. Close slide for the counter. Forcing the burst from Death Heaven already.
Right, Tanak trying to keep their pressure up against Death Heaven, but Death Heaven's just having some really great movement choices here. Speaking of great movement choices, they'll run in to bait, or sorry, to punish that rainwater there. Great choice. That wall break positive bonus now dealt out to Tanak. And get that counter, gonna be able to get the kill here. Good to start out here.
Absolutely. Getting that first round. JH connecting in the way it always does at the craziest angles. Death Heaven with the fully charged whistling wings, but the throw tech gonna get Tanak out very early here. Tanak being really good with these fundamental defense efforts against Death Heaven, not really able to open them up on offense very consistently, and that's exactly why his Ram, a character with really strong offense of your own, so if you win on defense, as I say that, Death Heaven with a crazy command grab confirmed into the time stop. Double Axel Bomber. Can we get a triple? Yes, we can.
Great stuff. Death Heaven having a really good advantage right now, but both players stocked up on meter. And unfortunately, Death Heaven is not stocked up on burst meter, something they're desperately hoping for right now.
Oh man, S-Sword PRC is so evil. The Orb Orb? We're just standing there and you get bonked by the 5P. I was really terrified of that 100-meter situation from Death Heaven, trying to pick something out, but Death Heaven making the most advantage of that passiveness is now bring us to a round 3, but an early burst and reset that new situation, but Tanak going right back in with the massive JS. Death Heaven not being able to go anywhere here as we get that ram pressure going.
Ooh, the trade confirmed for the kill! Dang!
Damn! That did so much damage so fast. Death Heaven caught with the trade, which ended up making the combo even better for Tanak there. Getting the kill nice and early. Tanak getting our first win here, up 1-0 now.
All right,
Oh,
okay,
no.
Death Heaven.
Nice.
I had enough of my honest Axel lower mid character. We're bringing Johnny out.
Just lean, as the streets say, going into game number 2. Will the matchup switch help? But no, not he running straight with JS. First off the bat, already Tanak setting the tone. It gets caught at just barely spaced out away from that 2K. What a bait by Tanak, and now we have the positive bonus to go into our next situation.
Wow, what an anti-air close sledge there from Tanak. And so far, Tanak looking very confident in this Johnny swap from Death Heaven. Doesn't seem like they're getting thrown off by anything so far, and a heavy slash to punish that dash off the misfiner.
Death Hell is insane. That's crazy. Death Hell has arrived. Nice conversion from Tanak, playing really well, honestly, just baiting out everything properly as Ram here, using the classic fundamental offense that Ram kind of has. I mean, she is crazy on the offensive side, but in neutral, you kind of have to play really well to get past a character like Johnny as well. It was really good projectile killing, very good pokes, top tier flash pokes as well. MPLO gonna catch into the bait, full combo as well. Rekka 1 misses the card cancel that we probably want to extend for a better wall break situation, and definitely gonna get a chance. This is the tap dust.
Look at all that wrist meter building up, Jay-Zan. That could be crazy amounts of damage here for Death Heaven.
Oh, 6K is exactly how you get that started as well. Combo straight off that wall bounce. the super. Gonna get a wall break, I believe. It goes pretty far out. Yep, closing on him. Getting a good wall break as well. Johnny not with the real stage up as well. Yep, has to go for the card super to avoid a mortal bottle from the heavens. There we go, close slash, and the delayed close slash catching Tanac there. Death having looking a little more comfortable now, making better use of that Johnny offense. Definitely could say Johnny has better offense than Axel. Like, no disagree there, but Tanac getting that pressure started already. Both swords down, but Tanac gets the trade again. Full Rekka series there, but no conversion after. Probably not too much hits gonna work with there. 2-4 each, still not breaking the wall.
That doesn't break the wall. Wow. All right. Had me fooled.
What a throw setup. Sword PRC just opening up so many mix-up options, but that doesn't work, and then we slowly back into this game. Ball PRC away and beats out the super nice play there. One more card setup. Yep, there we go.
Good throw. Burst still on deck here for Tanac. Are they going to spend it? Good defense from Tanac here. Oh my god. Nothing opening them up.
Full risk on deck, but use the burst to eliminate all of that. Really good decision making, and the 5H sword gonna close out the second game. Tanac, solid defense to get through all of that mix-up potential and get a 2-0 lead. Very deserved win, honestly.
Yeah, absolutely, like, insane amount of defense there from Tanac. Just full confidence, ready to block all those overheads back to back to back, and not even flinching in that last scenario there where it could have been a throw. They just stayed steadfast.
All right, Death having switching back to the Axel. Honestly, looked pretty good on the Johnny. It was just a matter of Tanac having very good defense on the 50-50s. But honestly, when you have an 11,000 character, you're probably going to feel more comfortable. So I don't mind the switch back to the Axel, but just have to make more use, opening up Tanac and get some with the JH, but no conversion to the JD. Not necessarily a true string in most scenarios. So Tanac going to get out one more time, but nice conversion to the Winter Cherry. Doesn't get the command grab for the hard knockdown, though. Look at the health, though. Where'd it go? Where did it go, Rainbow? It's gone.
It's gone. what magic has Axel used? Has he accessed the dark arts to remove life points from Ramlethal directly?
That was ridiculous health drain there from these pokes at it really fast. As Death Heaven, you don't have the crazy offensive Gianni, but your neutral ward is pretty solid if you get these Winter Cherry confirms, and Death's showing that to the extent. Nice confirm into the snail. Rainwater again. Close slash, no, not gonna come up the answer, but gets the first bait. Death Heaven looking very clean. Sometimes you have to reset the palette, I guess, with the Johnny, because all of a sudden
that Johnny was like a cocoon form for Death Heaven.
this is final form Death Heaven here, going all out to get that first game in their comeback, which might just happen. Honestly, from a lot of 2-0s, and then the other place starts coming back. But it's been a pretty varied in whether the first 3-0 happens or not. Tanac not looking nearly as good in the neutral versus Axel here.
A new
Really
subscriber.
good answers
Come,
to that
steal
neutral situation
yourself.
that Ram has.
We are
JS is
building an
connecting.
army.
Very on point with the 5Ps. Getting big conversion with Snail as well. The pokes added up so fast there. So let's see if Death Heaven can keep that up.
Duel 1.
Yeah, we've had a lot of reverse 3-0 scenarios here. I feel like Death Heaven might be able to fully deliver on one of those. Great Rainwater there. Oh, we're still going for him. Remember that used to have vacuum?
Oh man, like don't go. Get a GGST flashback. That was insane.
Oh my god, the fuzzy.
Are we gonna convert back into Tornado Oki? Rainwater is a DP. Honestly, I could see it. Truth nuke of the day. What? Oh my god, wall bounce so far. Good knowledge on the combo, but that doesn't survive. Didn't get the proper wall break and the fadeaway JS.
That was insane. The tap 5P into, okay, it's my turn now, and then just full stop and all right, but you should press a button though. And then they did. And then they did.
Axel has at least three DPs. What are the truth nukes today, man? Everyone's just saying straight backs. Look at the damage, though. That's a lot. Chilling with the tail and tornado here. Rainwater again for safety, but runs right into the JS. Finally getting that connection in neutral. Here we go. The evil and disastrous mix-up that comes from Sword PRC. What a conversion to double Kara there to get that wall break. Optimal are we today?
And one more good confirm here from Death Heaven. Could seal a 2-2, but I doubt Tanak's going to let that go by so quickly, especially when they got that burst. There it is.
Yup. Death Heaven forcing up that burst now. You really want to see that as access. Now any poke can do a ton of damage and kill too. Misses the air snail, a little too late on the conversion. Burst out to retain. I hope the situation. Tanak going to the air looking for commitment from Death Heaven here, but the sword card crushing in the air and forcing Death Heaven to block from super far away, but the aggression gets caught by the 2K2D. We are so bad because Death Heaven bringing it to a game 5.
Sometimes you got to mash. And Death Heaven's down with it.
The auspicious BRC. What a comeback by Death Heaven here. Can make a really insane 3-0 reverse if Tanak does not figure out how to get past his axles. Making really good decisions on defense as well. The ram pressure not working out as often as it did at the beginning of the set. Making adjustments to the disastrous mix that comes from these RC setups. Sword POC into the 4-way is so nasty, but Death have been putting on the scripts. I don't know, I have to check the controller. Blocking everything today.
All right, and here we go. The final game. It all comes down to this. Who is going to be proceeding forward to fight King Koa? King Koa is right now just watching.
Watching.
Like, dang. What do I got to deal with?
What do I kind of deal with indeed? An Axel Mirror would be crazy if King Koa chooses to entertain that thought. But it's Switch clipping the toes, doing a lot. Look, where's the health? It's gone again. It's gone.
That 2H chunks, 5%'s 5%. It stacks up.
Hey, I'm saying 22 H's and the round is over. But speaking of, Tanak needs a way less interactions to get that to an even situation on the health bar. Backdash BRC. Axel ball that's actually plus on block. Thank you very much. It baits the YRC. First coming around from Tanak. That's great for Death Heaven here. Has a big resource advantage. Can go for wall assault to extend. Misses the 5H connection though, so could have been up around. With the 6K gonna counter, but no confirm until the 5P. Back again, fadeaway JS. 2P trying to catch the run up. Anything can work here, and the JS again. Catching Tanak on the dash block there. The 50-50. It's honestly low-key. JS versus 2H is a 50-50, but no one's ready for that conversation. All of a sudden, but the health is gone again. Hard knockdown. Goes for the JHJB. The double overhead. While Celtic extend the pressure, building that risk. Look at the risk. Anything's gonna hit, but the 6H just jumps right on over Tanak. Right in a good spot now. Gets a conversion as well. Full combos of the rock. Rainbow Heavy. This is a comeback if I've ever seen one.
I would have to fully agree here. Death Heaven is still trying to keep them out as best as they can, but one quick confirm is going to tie us up for our final game, final round. JSav, I'm going to need new pants after this.
Definitely keep me on the edge of my seat here. 2S would have connected into that rock, but definitely bursting out just in time. Blocks the overhead as well. /BRC on the sword. Did we block? No! Gets hit by the backdash JK overhead, but backdash just on the low. This is how it happens. /5H. Rainwater again. Tanak just dash walking out, gets hit by the JH.
Do the burst bait! It all starts here, British burst bait.
Rainwater again, trying to bait out an option. Tanak stays still.
Oh, the overhead! The forbidden overhead! 6HS.
Oh man, Death Heaven giving Ram a haircut, knocking off the hat, and moving on, knocking out Tanak. What a win for Death Heaven here.
Oh my god. 9-1 matchup.
Oh man, the classic story of the comfort pick working out better than the counter pick here. Believing in the Axel was the answer to come back in that set. That was insane. Props to Tanak too, made it really close, had the 2-0 lead as well, but Death Heaven made the right decisions at just the right time there. And we'll be moving on.
Oh, what an absolute insane match. It's gonna be tough for a top 8 match to beat that. I feel that one was just full of so much back and forth
all over the place. Here we go, winners finals next. SQ versus Classified. Everyone dropping the name drops in the chat, like leave my boy Watermelon Soda alone. That's what I call him. That's his real government name. Did you know that? It's on his birth certificate.
Damn.
It's Watermelon, first name, last name Soda.
Damn. What a tasty name.
No, let's go, Marcus. By the way, Marcus is classified. I just call him that by his first name because we're tight like that. Yeah, I know top players. Not a big deal to me though. Lol. That copy pasta is so good. Dude, all the Marcus fans in chat. Number 0 Marcus fan. I'm the number -1 Marcus fan. How about that?
Damn.
How about that? Yeah.
Always there.
His name is Marcus now. Yeah, it looks like it. SQ coming back after that impressive win over King Koa on the Elfelt. Can we make it work against the Giovanna, though? Wonder how that matchup's going to go. Here we go. Players are figuring out if they're going to player 1 or play 2. SQ going to take the player 1 side. Elfelt Geo, a matchup where honestly Elfelt can. It's going to be up to SQ to vary the approaches, right? Because it's not a matchup where Alpha's going to be whiffing a lot. The Alpha's going to be moving a lot. Throwing a lot of fireballs, maybe a random Pine Berry out of nowhere, a Bridal Express to check your footing. So the whip punishes are going to be super on point because they're not going to come by too often other than from Far Slash. Because Far Slash, as we all know, that button is a button. Here we go, round 1. Getting a whip punish as soon as I say that. Jesus Christ. The 5K putting in work already. 2S5H, resetting the spiral arrow. Impatient and goes for the dash throw, catching SQ on the FD.
Classified trying to get that burst bait up, but just wasn't able to. Now SQ stuck in the corner once again. Bomb burying right out. No fear. Honestly, Bomb Berry, great choice, especially against Giovanna, who's going to want to try and go and clip you with that 2S or 2D. Both with really huge committal low options that Bomb Berry can get over both.
Oh my. I've never seen that one. That got me. That was really good. They can really use these micro dash 5Ks, those 6Ps from SQ to start the tone in the second round. Near double close slash, catching with the overhead, resetting again. Same side on the Pine Berry, overhead catching one more time, confirming into the bomb super as well, making the most out of that hit. And now we get another crazy situation here. Double close slash gonna connect, triple close slash into another hard knockdown for the cost of 0 meter, by the way. I don't know if you know that, Rainbow. No meter was spent for that hard knockdown.
Yeah, I mean,
hard mixed instead.
You know, why even bother, you know? I mean, look at Elfelt. She deserves some free meter.
Oh man, and another not hard knockdown, but another wall break for SQ, taking us on a tour of the stage here, but a 5K whip punish again from Classified, but the match from SQ gonna work out as Classified blocks. Fireball from again, here we go to STH, Fireball to catch the button, boom, Classified, forcing the burst out though.
Right, full stock here for SQ. Really good situation for them as they confirm off this Bomb Berry.
Nice fuzzy overhead. The funny fuzzy. Gonna catch Classified right at the tip of that foot. That JK goes pretty far down. SQ gonna be taking game number 1.
Really huge start there for SQ. Definitely was just able to force a lot of great situations for themselves. Obviously, like you were mentioning before, Classified having just a lot of problems being able to get in those scenarios that Giovanna does really well, where she's just kind of able to whiff punish you to hell and back. But gonna have to see if they're able to get it this time.
No, can't really whip punish it. Every attack connects, like that cross-up, whip punishing the far slash. There we go with the call-out. SQ getting a little too aggressive with that option. Classified making the adjustment instantly, going for the 5K super for the conversion as well. Hard knockdown. SQ with 50 meter and burst. Can choose to use it. No, just holding on for the FD. Super open to throw though, but Watermelon Soda not going for it. SQ gets a big hit on the far slash. Hard knockdown with the shotgun. 2P, is that safe? Hell no! Yep, gets hit by the super. Has 50 meter of their own to work with though. Oh, the 10A.
Whoa!
So showing that we know how to use that tech as well. Resetting to the double overhead. YRC, but SQ doesn't bait it.
I swore I just saw Magneto appear on my screen with that diagonal air dash that Elfelt did there.
Oh man, here, Magneto! Oh, nice again. Really, now we're making the adjustment already in our game number 2, reacting really well to these Pine Berries in neutral that SQ's using to call out Giovanna from going for big buttons. But now because of that, That's why I made the adjustment just in time and gets the
Good
FB
low
low,
option
baiting up
and gets the burst
as
bait.
well.
Huge, huge, sweet, tasty round there for Watermelon Soda. They're looking
that
crisp.
That was clean. That was fresh and clean, straight from the farmer's market. Even the score at 1-1.
That can definitely just got opened.
Oh man, what a set already, back and forth. The adjustments are made super fast now, but in all fashion of top 8s with such a stacked bracket, there'll be no shortage of that. It's going to be up to SQ to figure out the timing that Classified is now looking for. Because we're looking for these jump outs with the time barrier and we're calling it out with these air-to-airs, now SQ's going to have more leeway to go on with these brown buttons. And as I say, like, it's punched again by the 5K. The timing on these rounds has been phenomenal.
Stuck in the corner yet again, but SQ not afraid in that scenario at all. Oh, here we go, the throw loops. They're beginning. Wow, what a bomb choice there. I mean, bomb, pretty, like, common choice in this matchup. SQ definitely making the most out of it, but I mean, what? Oh my god, the RC Wars. Forget what I'm talking about. The RC Wars were crazy. They're great options by both players, but a great confirm there from Classified's going to take that round.
Oh, and looking to take the game as well with a fantastic round start. Both slashes with a... Oh my god, where did the health go? BRC 4, but a nice 2P from SQ to get back into this. 2S counter is exactly what we need to start that LFL pressure. 2S going straight into the record, but calls out the reset. RC again.
Oh, the burst speed again. Classified's in. They have infiltrated SQ's head.
Oh man, the reads have been insane so far. Classified going up to a 2-1 lead now, looking so clean on these reads, on these burst baits, not letting SQ get away with a single one. But SQ taking no break at all, jumping right back into the set, believing in the alpha for a little longer. He has to go on ramp once on stream. Is this the alpha only run? I have to check the stream. What's SQ doing?
I think it is.
But not surprised.
Bait 6P there. On the way in, trying to Travallo right through those projectiles, but just not quick enough. Oh, great defense on the Fuzzy there. SQ trying to work their way out, but the Sopolente there catching that jump out.
Absolutely, 2K gonna catch as well. RC for the conversion. Full combo as well should kill if we have the right route, but I believe anyone has it. It's Classified. Double Stations rostering. No one the wall flap was coming. What a conversion going into this next round here. Classified with a good lead, but no resource advantage. Going straight for the Rekka on the minus frame. Good way to take your turn back, but Watermelon Soda blocking all of that here. Throw on the FD. RC as well. Wants the wall break and wants the bursts as well, but no, SQ not falling for that trick.
SQ looking great so far, but right now they are sitting on the back burner of what could very well be Classified's grand finals match here. And with a conversion like this, it just might be able to do it. Tap does for the reset, and now Classified is sitting like a king in grand finals right now.
Oh my god, he's too clean. Marcus, Mr. Marcus moved on to our winners grand finals in such a fashion. Had the download after that first game and just ran away with the set. SQ getting set to losers though, so it's not over. Getting set to losers finals, but it is 4 sharks in that water. Yoho Spill, Tester Luck, King Koa, and Death Heaven all fighting for that next slot. So it's gonna be tough.
I got a good feeling. I like to put my 2 cents on who I'm feeling, but I think Test Your Luck might be pulling through this top 8. Now that might just be all my good faith I had from Baba transferring into Test Your Luck, but they've been playing good so far all day today.
And absolutely every player in this top 8 putting out banger sets back to back to back. Honestly, look at the set counts in this top 8 so far. 3-2, 3-2, 3-1, 3-2, and then the Baba Tester like was the only 3-0, but it was still an insane set to say the least. Still made it a banger, so gonna be see more of the same as you get the Yoho Spill, who's been on a roll with the Testament so far, only losing the Classified in a very close set, almost took it from them. Going into Tester Luck, who just came off a 3-0 victory versus one of the best pots in our scene online. So both strong players. Testament into Naga Ryuki, an interesting one for sure. It's gonna be up to Naga to make some big poke reads on Testament being greedy on a fireball. But at the same time, if that doesn't happen, Tesla's gonna be stuck on just in a spot where can't really do much. But that said, though, Testament's not a character that gets too much damage for being far away. Like Testament, yeah, can zone, but it's gonna have to get in eventually. So it's gonna be interesting how he navigate the neutral.
We're just waiting on our 2 players here to come in. Test your luck, staring out the window, thinking about the challenges ahead.
Looking like the Thanos sitting down at the end of Infinity War. It's like, what now?
Hope no one comes and chops my head off. That'd suck.
But here we go. Losers quarterfinals getting underway right now as we are setting up. Good to go, everybody. Test your luck. Yoho Spill. Getting ready to start any second now. There we go. It's been tough. Look at the stacks on that badge. Every time I see the money badge, I'm like, damn, it's a lot of money.
Duel 1.
You know, you get it entering tournaments like this. Here at Fightsticks and Flashkicks, especially when you got the Icarus Elo points building up on all of this. That's what all these players are playing for right now.
Yep, definitely. Yellow's still trying to turn that in-game cash into the real cash online to these tournaments. But Tesla making it hard, but he runs straight into that 6-speed stain pop, gonna make it stain pop again with more extended pressure, but a backlash away from 2K. So Tesla can fight out a little more here. Gets caught with the far slash though. Brings to the Arbiter confirm. He'll still make some distance now. There we go. The level 2 blood situation is scary, but Tesla spends it anyway. And gets the RC just in time for the blood pop. Playing so risky.
That did so much damage. Oh, but now we got Naga with no life. Oh my god, I was gonna say no blood meter, but it's already all the way back.
Wow, that was insane. Test your luck. Definitely testing his luck there with all of those special moves. Didn't work out. Yoshiko staying nice and passive, but runs straight into that DP. Tesla got a little tired of playing neutral there, but gets caught. JH, I think Yoshiko tried to backdash. But oh no, big starter.
Oh, still getting a crazy shift in momentum right now. What was once seeming like a test your luck round quickly turning into theirs, but it's never set in stone until the final hit is blown. Oh my god, that damage. Oh, that damage. 6HS. Do not catch me getting caught by that move. Oh my god. I'd be dead.
So, speaking of dead, yo, still looking at a tough spot if you don't get hit. Far slash pressure. 2K does not get punished, but that 2S5H gonna do a ton with that 6H. Wild Assault for the hard knockdown, going straight to that far slash, but he also gonna flex and reset the neutral.
We love some Wild Assault.
Remember was plus on block? Good old baby.
Oh, plus on block. Stagger.
Whoa, okay, just veering off to the side there is Tester Luck as he double Arbiter for his trouble, triple EXCDs, quadruple waiter, more overheads. Just like trying to 2H to swat the dog away, but does not have a hurt box, unfortunately. You also get in the first game.
Alright, Yoho Spill looking great there. Test your luck, you know, maybe I misspoke. But I still believe in test your luck. Test your luck. They got it. You know, maybe one less blood pop. But that might help out, I think.
I mean, the thing is in this match, that's exactly what you want there. I was gonna say the thing is you have to be a little more aggressive but as a result, you are spending more blood, so you are playing a bit of a gambling game here. But if anyone's gonna do that, it's the guy with luck in his name, right? Gets a hard knockdown with the super, getting that pressure going one more time. Bars is gonna bait out the throw. Perfect from Test Your Luck here.
Test Your Luck sits down and like they unfurl their hand, reveal the gold coin they've had in their hand the entire set, and they flip it right at a pivotal moment, like, and they get ahead. Like,
oh no, it definitely on the side we called for there with the far slash triple, getting the super as well. Hard knockdown, getting all the blood right back. Yo still on the backseat, but has to be your hand first to go for. But that stretch situation is super scary. Testing one of the slower supers in the game. Has super BRC to make up for it, but doesn't choose to use it. Instead, saves it for a fireball and gets Test Your Luck first instead. So now kind of a good spot.
we're only level 1 on the blood gauge right now. YRC, great air backdash there into the Gravedigger. 6P and the blood pop. Huge opportunity for Yohospill. Very unfortunate for Test Your Luck. These blood pops, I mean, you know, tried and true Nago moment, right? Blood pop, instantaneous, lose the game. You were playing so well, but you just got a little too overzealous.
Mind your greed. What a 6H. That button is ridiculous. Counter hitting through that deflect shield. Full combo for as a result. Getting the hard knockdown with the stain. Mix-ups all over the place. 5K just goes for the strike throw. Caught with the 2K, but didn't believe in the conversion. So now Test Your Luck is on the corner. PRC, it covers the jump back with the tap. With the 2H, I believe. Oh
And
my god!
that Shizuryuki, oh my god, that damage. The flex shield, but their own wild assault after getting hit by it. Catching him trying to press buttons.
Super good coverage on these deflect shields. Both times that Test Your Luck went for that option, Yosuo picked just the right option to get through. Test Your Luck pressing right after. Oh man, tough. It's 2-0, but it's close so far. I wouldn't feel so safe on the Yellow Spill, right? It's Nagoriyuki. 3 6Hs, and now all of a sudden it's reverse 3-0. So, you know, it's spooky.
Right, 2-0 for Yohospill right now. Test Your Luck. It's tough, right? You know, having all that blood spill out of you. Oh my god, with a burst pick drops the combo. That is
Just like was going for that setup all day, was probably surprised that it finally worked out for the burst bait, wasn't ready to get the conversion. Now Yellowstone gets one more chance at live 2x5 each, connects him to the Brave Reaper, and full combo, no, the projectile saving Test Your Luck from a hard knockdown, but the 2x5 is going to be in good position. A lot of blood back and baits the super perfectly. RC at the far splash, and that's more than enough to kill.
Very good, mindful punish there, not going for any special cancels there, just to make sure they don't blood pop mid-combo. Speaking of blood pop mid-combo, almost going into blood rage there. But thankfully was able to get that slash Rekka.
Insane throw on reaction to that play. Molotov fully charges the Grave Reaper and catches the backdash. Now, Test Your Luck did represent that earlier, and Yohospill already on to the adjustment. Catches it next time with the Grave Reaper. No stain on deck, but the force counter is going to be great at taking up for that. Full combo as Yohospill goes on now set point. Just like trying to survive this 3-0.
Oh, the Shizuryuki cutting through the skull. Oh, and the BSU. This is exactly what Test Your Luck needs. But a quick wall break there is actually going to be pretty good for Yohospill. Going to reset them back to neutral. Even with the meter advantage for Test Your Luck, that could have gone pretty well for them. But the close slash anti-air. The original L-Felt.
The dastardly anti-air. L-Felt walked, so the Goryuki could Fukio forward. Test Your Luck finally getting a point on the board, making really good plays with that low blood scenarios, gambling just on right. The slot machines working in our favor. We're up at the casino, but can we keep the hot streak before we lose? We want me to find out.
All right. That's your luck finally on the board now. Yo, still getting bit out the gate, but the back throw scenario is all you need. That bite meant nothing now.
Nice first bait.
It's tough to have. Yo, Spill definitely cooking, as one saying in chat, full on grease fire. when the oil be popping.
Oil's definitely popping, cooking straight bacon right now. But Tester Luck fighting back. The deep fryer is a lot of water in it. You don't want that. Oil and water don't mix. 2S5, H2 a lot is, and base reversal at 100 meters so you're covering yourself. But no, talk to the hand. We're going to round 2.
Test your luck. They've been next to the greaser a couple times. They can handle a few pops to the chest. Bare chested, mind you.
Oh my god, the Bluetooth combo, did you see that?
Yeah.
It zoomed in past him, he couldn't see Yellowspool at all. That was crazy.
Who was the cameraman on that? Oh, the Arbiter bite!
Chomp.
Test your luck now on the hot seat right now, Yo-Ho Spill. On set point.
Oh my god, insane
BSU
conversion into the reset on the BSU. Full conversion as well. Missed it with the super though.
Oh my god, what's happening? I don't want to look. I can't look. Okay, I really want to look. That blood meter's really close. Oh my god.
Just barely got enough on those block 5 H's.
That JD was insane.
What a ridiculous round so far. 2S5H. Okay, but there we go. Tester Luck mashes and Yellowspool taking advantage, getting some frame trap. There we go. Throw tech. We're going back to the even situation. Tester Luck's jumping back, jumping forward, and runs straight to the C. Nostrovia will end it. No, he goes for the Arbiter, keeping it nice and safe. Yo-Ho what a set on the spaghetti all over the table, but Yo-Ho's gonna want to pick it up and put it back on their plate, eliminating Tester Luck from our top 8 and moving on in our top 8 bracket.
Oh my god. that last round was insane. So much happened.
I could barely keep up, man. It was like 2 Saiyans duking it out. I can't keep up with their movements. I wasn't at the right level of Super Saiyan. But here we go, going straight into our next set. No hesitation. It will be King Koa and Death Heaven. Still more ABBA and more Axel action. Both players coming off of a win. Or, no, rather, King Koa coming from a loss, rather, to SQ in a close one, playing both ABBA and Axel. But Death Heaven coming off of a huge reverse 3-0 from Axel. Definitely feeling the heat right now, but is it going to be a heat check as we fight ABBA of all characters? As Axel, you definitely aren't in a rough spot, right? You have the pokes, you have the defense, or rather the neutral tools to keep ABBA far away for a really long time. But again, as we said multiple times watching King Koa, it's going to be up to King Koa to maneuver around these options, because all it takes is one correct option, one correct choice, and all of a sudden Axel is on the back foot and forced to burst. And if you force Axel to burst, that's ABBA, and you're in that Gels Rage, it's gambling time. It's going to be up to Axel to keep that poke up again, because if you don't, it's going to hurt real bad.
And we're going to have to see what the players choose to go for here. I mean, we've seen both these players go against crazy foes, right? We've seen Death Heaven fight Tanak, who was just running past everything they could. You know, we had that little hiccup with the Johnny, and then instantly back to the Axel, and suddenly everything made sense. I wonder if we're going to see something similar here once these two players get started here. But King Koa, I mean, as you said, King Koa, also an Axel player themselves. And it's one of those things where I feel like we're going to see that edge kind of start to show, that knowledge that they have.
Here we go.
Any second now.
Any second now. Y'all think they're going to play at some point?
I'm feeling it.
They're probably in DMs like, yeah, listen.
How long you want to stall it?
How long you want to stall? Oh man, you didn't know. Listen, what it is, I promise, Death Heaven's trying to get the Axel mirror out of King Koa, and King Koa's not having it. It's like, please, dude, we gotta do it for the fans, for the content. King Koa's like, bruh, I'm trying to
imagine how cool the top 8er would look.
With 2 Axels back to back. Be so sick.
He's so tired.
King Koa's like, I need my Icarus Elo points right now. Axel Mirror is the worst. I think it's pretty funny, especially when both of them start time stopping each other. It's pretty sick. It's the best worst experience. Exactly. There you go. But honestly, that's like every. Oh, I see. The issue was that Death Heaven was not truly here with us. It was only an illusion, a hologram, because he is now gone.
That they're gone.
Death Heaven is now gone. No more Death Heaven, guys. As you can see, King Cole beat them so fast that the set is now over. We didn't even get to see it start. Oh man, just kidding. While we're taking a break here, let's just take a quick second to breathe. I'm gonna get some water. I'll be right back.
Damn. Now I'm just alone. What happened? We lost our players. I lost JSav. I lost all sense of balance. What do I even do anymore? Drink water out of my Monster Jam branded cup?
Alright, I'm back. Water
back.
was quick. Just like that. I stopped time, got my water, came back. I'm the true Axel.
All balance is back in my life. Thank you.
The force has been restored. What I put for Ikos Elo if they win in the lobby?
I mean,
Oh man.
that's like plus 100, right?
That's definitely. I'd take the. Yeah, that's plus 100 for sure. Oh my god. Okay, so
They
the
did it.
floppy glitched for me. Death Heaven never came back on my screen, so it looked like King Ko was just fighting their demons.
It just said,
That was
you know,
crazy.
it was like Ippo training against the like shadow boxing against his opponents before the match.
King Ko is shadowboxing for us, but Death Heaven is visible on my screen now, thankfully. So King Ko is not fighting against us. As we get started, Death Heaven gets some good pokes in. Most of, if not half of Abba's health is already, but Abba's finally in. That blew all the salt to get that pressure going and forcing that install on block. Death goes right over the Redson with the overhead, but doesn't get much from it. So now Death Heaven soaking King Ko in with the tornado. That was the great interaction. King Ko jumping out, but gets caught by the Rentons. Too hard knockdown, resetting with the minute once again. Rainwater for their trouble, forcing it back out with the fadeaway JS, and now back to neutral.
Right, Death Heaven trying to keep King Ko out as much as they can, but King Ko with that meter able to work their way in for free.
Oh no!
Ooh.
Wait.
Big damage. Oh, you're dead. Nice conversion there from King Koa.
Okay, so unfortunately I am not watching this game anymore because, like I said earlier when I said Death Heaven is invisible on my screen, it caused a bit of a spectator glitch, so I can't see anymore. You're gonna have to like I'm blindly commentating now.
We got a stream open. Get your eyes open.
Oh yeah. I'm coming in Discord. All right, cool. All right, that was spooky.
Stuck in the corner. King Koa with a really good advantage right now, but Death Heaven working themselves back into the corner. Full burst on deck for Death Heaven right now. King Koa having to patiently work their way in. They do not want to get a little overzealous. They do not have that life lead that they might want in this scenario, but open up those gates. We gotta watch for that tornado. God, it went away for them. God, huge damage. Kills Rage still up and running.
Yeah, but soft knockdown definitely with 50 meter. Chooses to spend none of it, just keeping that spacing. King Ko staying patient, has the Gel Space to work with, and finally goes in with that RC double Donzai, but runs out of bar with just mids, tries to parry the afterwards and gets caught by the last hit of Rainwater there. Back actually with the command grab, that would have been tragic if that hits, but definitely staying patient, goes for another one. Pearson stays safe, keep it in distance. King Koa finally gets in, holding forward slowly and slowly.
How did
I
GS
am
win?
the storm that is approaching. That's
That
what
was
I was
insane.
doing. That was crazy. Definitely weird interaction there, but Abba JS is like wicked fast. I'm just like 6 or 7. It's like really fast. It's tiny, but in those air situations, it's really good there. So that's what keeps happening. With King Koa as well, Abba change in Season 4 that we're not talking about is the fact that Abba lost her natural dash block, what she used to do, which was insane. But that if Abba was dashing with the dash macro, she could hold backwards and just be able to block low at any point. So it made the matchup a lot easier to navigate on the ground, which is supposed to be hard for Abba, right? Because she has to like time her dash blocks, right? But she didn't have to. Now she kind of does, which is why Kinko was opting for parries, dash blocking without holding forward too long, stopping here and there, but closing that distance slowly. And now look, all of a sudden, Pixel's right in Abba's face where she can make something happen. But there we go, definitely going back to split screen. Kinko being really patient and finally gets reward for it. First being as well, doesn't quite get it though. Wanted a little more reward for that hit.
Right now you're in plus frames galore. Danzai after Danzai. Give me my guard crushes. Good conversion there from Death Heaven, fully pushing them away. Jealous Rage there wasn't able to fully re-up it. And they have to walk in yet again. Great use of the flip. The leap, whatever you call it. I don't know the name of it. The two boots.
Yeah, intertwine and tilt, but I don't think anyone's ever call it that. I just call it hop kick.
Hop kick? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
She's got that dunk.
Yeah, pretty much. There we go, but Kinko getting rewarded for the patience, slowly makes their way in, and finally gets in, but a counter at 2H would be a great start for Death Heaven. The health is no longer there.
50%?
Out on the what happened. 50% from 1-2H at full screen. 5P for the counter as well. Kinko getting a little impatient, wants to make something happen, and getting hit for it. Now you're behind. Being behind this matchup is super tough. Has to be extra patient now, because any poke can mean death. And Death Haven owns the clash on the intertwine tilt again. Converting, try to get the RC for more damage, but missed the poke slash. Got far instead. Counter 2D, though, is exactly what you need. But now you mess up the Danzai. 5K to interrupt the hot kick and gets the snail to convert. Death Heaven right back into this one.
Death Heaven finally getting some good scenarios here. I mean, when you deal 50% to your opponent at the 99 of the round, I feel like that really sets the tone of the match. Especially when you're a character like Axel Lowe, who's not traditionally doing that kind of crazy damage all the time.
Yeah, no, but the JD overhead gonna connect, cross up, good block from Kinko though to avoid that, but a very aggressive intertwine until gonna get them. It's that side swap, but choosing to go for positioning. Kara Super gonna wall break from super far out. Fun fact, that super will wall break from a mile out, jumping in. Her fuzzy's up, but gets the loan. Definitely now on the offense.
Right in the corner right now, Kinko trying to find their way out. Hop kicks right into the overhead thanks to that PRC. I'm able to get the kill. Tries to bait out that super good backdash. Kinko is not gotten hit by the command grab without a good backdash.
Staying super patient, but definitely playing even slower. Now we're back to an even situation on the health bars. You're seeing to get away from that jump out, but not enough to cover what came after Death Heaven. Gotta take advantage of that and get right back into the set, evening out the score at 1 apiece.
What a greatly placed 2K right there, by the way. I mean, the Axel button of choice, of course, 2K. But just great to stop Kinko from dashing in after that risky air dash that Death Heaven had out of the corner there.
Duel 1.
Yeah, absolutely. Now Death Heaven in a good spot to get a 2-1 lead rather on this set for Kinko. Got the Axel Grind matchup down according to Ant. See how much that comes into play using intertwine tilt with Clash a lot with these buttons like 2H. Playing out really well, but a burst. They get a reset in position, but counter hitting the Whistling Wings. The first time we've seen it from Death Heaven in this set, and it ends up working against them. Easy on the key grab, but a counter hit whatever Death Heaven was going for. 60 for the wall break, but now Death Heaven's reaching some advantage.
Good burst there from Death Heaven, but the doors have opened. Your burst, what was once going to be a reset to neutral, no longer exists.
No, not at all. Instead, we'll be going to a round 2 with Kinko in the lead here. Both players without their burst, so any hit can matter a lot on this round start. JS is IB just in time. Full slash, definitely a little more aggressive now on the offense, but backing up just as I say, doesn't want to commit too hard. The JS going to counter at that 6P. Kinko had the right idea, but just a little too late on the ball there.
Kinko working their way in. It's so just like interesting to watch Kinko work their way in with these dashes on Ava. Slowly trying to build that ground advantage.
But now all that ground advantage got worked right against them as that side swap gets Axel and Death Heaven into a great spot to close out this round. A ton of damage got as a result. Air Snail for the hard knockdown. I'm not too sure what happened there, my damn self.
Have you ever seen a character do a full combo and then get rewarded with negative penalty?
Oh man, suffering from success, as some would put it.
That was insane.
Go, JD for the throw fake. Bufferin's on the aerial key grab. Now both players sitting still, no one wants to get hit. Triple close slash from Death Heaven. Resetting, but Kinko's staying patient. Oh, what a rainwater. Connecting on a counter, doing a ton of damage. This is the four-way classic that Axel has. Super scary stuff. BRC, do we have the mix-up? Double JH gonna connect? But the rainwater misses, so has to settle for a 5P. Not enough damage to get anything huge. Air still gets blocked. No punish though from King Koa. The wires gets baited though, but not the burst. We're going back to neutral, and now Abba's out of Jealous Rage. Definitely a huge advantage positioning wise.
Yep, and that JS claims it. Very unfortunate that King Koa got out of Jealous Rage instantly after that burst, because obviously they had that 1 bar meter there, wanted to open up the gates, but just wasn't able to, unfortunately.
Absolutely looking really strong in our next game, going straight into it. King Koa trying to lock in to get something going here, but the 11,000 Axel is quite the task to beat. Down in set count, especially as Abba gets the zoner. It's gonna be tough to keep up the consistency, get back into set, but goes gamble straight on the meter there, spending it right away without any sort of setup, trying to get that pressure right away. But the burst from Death Heaven, King Koa trying to get a 5H, so I believe it was a special cancel attempt, but couldn't even get it off in time. So now, unfortunately, we're out of that Jealous Rage off the bat. This one took a hard knockdown, so the advantage goes to King Koa by a little bit. But now Death Heaven still has that neutral positioning as Axel. The pokes are coming out, both slashes, catching the bug jump. Reverse super gets baited out into a full combo, not quite. Gonna hold the meter for some more neutral. Doesn't gonna get too much damage from the RC.
A really good spot here for Death Heaven. Full screen advantage, and look at all that meter. Full emergency stops and combo confirms in any case right now, but King Koa is still trying their best to work their way through. Luckily, plenty of meter on their side to stop any chip damage that might come out, but a 2H sending them all the way back to square one.
Jumping right over the super before he comes out.
Whoa!
Combo, try to go for something fancy with the GH of the BRC, and is rewarded with the counter into a key grab. So now King Koa is on the offensive here, 2K. It's blocked, jumps straight in, double JH. Death Heaven getting out, but runs straight into a 2K. Full conversion off the car, super, and King Koa jumping their way into another round here with the lead and the burst advantage as well.
Right, big reward there from King Koa. Patience does pay off. Death Heaven still trying to get their way to keep King Koa away. Cannot let them get in, especially when they're in Jealous Rage right now. Totally beats it out of them. Stuck in that corner yet again. Jealous Rage, big pop into super, get all that meter and right back into it. This is gonna be tough for Death Heaven to get out of.
Nice bait with the 2K. And gets beat with the 5H punish. King Koa all of a sudden right back into the set. We're going to game number 5 here. It's been a close one. I'm sweating. I'm at the edge of my seat. This match has been so slow at some points, but so fast at others. The pace of the match is going back and forth, up and down, as either player has the advantage. Death Heaven can only be right so many times against King Koa, who's just slowly working their way in over and over again to eventually get something started. And it's a matter of, will Death Heaven be too scared of the pressure to go for something or not? And so far, King Koa has been right. As we go into our game 5, who wants it more to face off against test their luck?
King Koa already all the way in the back. Death Heaven trying to keep them as far away as they can. Ooh, great rainwater to beat out the hop kick there. We're fighting hop kicks with hop kicks.
Absolutely, air dogfight right now. Here we go. 2P2 is going to catch the backdash, did a chunk of damage there as well. Definitely a good spot, has the meter to cover themselves as well. Catches the Jealous Rage with the 6K. Beautiful stuff. Air Snell going to connect as well. King Koa going for the key server, he has to uninstall to stay alive here with the pressure. But Forward Slash going to connect into the Dawn side. Going to run out of Jealous Rage, but has enough on the air bounce to connect, and sure does. Going back for Jealous Rage one more time. 2K gets caught up the stagger. Death Heaven, good call out. Axel Bomba going to put Death Heaven on set point now. Table returning. King Koa has to make good plays to keep themselves in this set, and I believe they sure can. Goes for 60, gets the hard knockdown, so now has enough range to go for the Jealous Rage as well. Hops up with the 2K this time, calling out the stagger call out with their own call, uninstall, reinstall with the key grab. Now we have 50 meter to work with.
Alright, open up those gates yet again, stay in the air to keep some advantage at the very least, but King Koa ready to run up and just smash your head in with that key. And now we are on final set, final point of this loser quarters match.
One set more. King Koa getting really brave, starting off with a parry of all things. 6H from Death Heaven, both players swinging for the fences. Once that big hit, 2H finally catching the toes. King Koa slowly dashing in, goes for the intertwined toes to clash with 2H. Calling it out, both players playing it slow, feeling it out now. No one's hitting it too hard. Nail gets caught and called out fully with the punish. Full stack of Jealous Rage to work with. Wants to call out a burst, almost does. To keep out of the counter hits.
It's great PRC to not end up getting hit by that, especially so close to the wall. Oh, but the overhead not going to be able to kill off of this, but the next scenario is going to be deadly. Already have Abba, full Jealous Rage running after you. Deposit bonus just to boot. Open up the gate.
Angry.
This could very well be it. Oh, nice deflect shield. Oh, and the dash in JH. Great call there from King Koa, who's going to move on to fight Yoho Spill in our losers semis.
What a set. The JS of Disaster and Destruction. We'll be getting King Koa further on this bracket, eliminating Death Heaven. But props to our Axel resident Death Heaven playing out of their minds in both of the last two sets, bringing both to a Game 5, almost taking it, but King Koa, patience rewards those who are willing to wait. The Abba coming in clutch to go up against Yoho Spill next, so no shortage of zoners for King Koa to fight as we get ready for our loser semifinal.
These matches in this top 8, it's been back-to-back slobber knockers.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. I can barely keep up. I'm exhausted. Look at the 3-2s. That was our 4th 3-2 set of the night. One reverse 3-0, almost 2. It's just been neck and neck. The players are absolutely swinging for the fences here. But there's going to be no shortage of that in our next set. Yoho Spill coming off of a clean 3-1 victory over Test Your Luck. Super confident as you go against King Koa, who just hopped up the spot. Maybe a character swap? Might not want to deal with Abba Testament. I don't blame you. Pretty tough. No, sticks with the Abba anyway. We're going to lock it in, believing in our key lady to get past all the projectiles coming her way. King Koa, our Abba specialist, looking to move on to fight SQ in losers finals, but has to get through Yoho Spill. Not an easy task.
Mankind knew that they cannot change the Duel 1.
All right, Abba Testament. Big match here, and we're starting it with that hop kick. Let them know how you feel.
Oh my God. From full screen.
Full screen? I didn't know she had that kind of energy in her.
When she's mad, she's really mad, Rainbow Heavy, alright? Don't underestimate the all-consuming flame of love. Abba, guilty here with the 5 with punish into the Gonza for the kill.
Duel 2.
I still just can't believe it. Seeing someone dash up full screen for an Arbiter Sign punish is crazy. I'm used to doing it with pot with a little bit of hammer fall, but that's different.
That's different. That was like not even armoring through it, just like straight up, running up and baiting the pierce as well with the jump cancel, full air route, and some little gel sprays to work with as well. Yellowspell forced to be on the defensive now to get 2D, RC into an uninstall, but didn't get the real one, so not much gel sprays back at all to work with. But the empty low from the RC gonna catch Yellowspell's toes, and King Co off to a hot start now.
King Co is looking really good. I think they can smell the blood in the water. They got SQ sitting in losers finals, and they're like, hey, wait a minute. I win 3-2 against SQ. I could bring that back. Let me get my revenge.
Oh no! The surprise
the
Leo.
king?
The king going up against King Koa now. To fight a king, you must become a king. Leo Whitefang, Yellowspell definitely has one. Level 1000, it's not something you get in one day. Has been grinding Leo here and there, so probably prefers it for this matchup. And again, pretty solid for Leo too. You have the offense that is not only very strong with high lows, but you also get to ignore most of Abba's strong defense as a result of that option, right? Abba's defense goes in really good in smashes, there's red throw characters. When you're a high low, back turn, kick spammer like Leo the Whitefang, it's pretty tough to mash on. So full slash, gonna get this pressure start.
Gonna have to see if Mr. Unnerfable here is gonna be able to make the difference.
Mr. Unnerfable is great. Oh my god. Jumps over but gets caught by the 2S. What a fantastic answer from King Koa. Don's to call it a DP, waits for another one, doesn't quite get it though. The 2K got the convert, uninstall, yep. Reinstall again. No hard knockdown, but a lot of Yellowspell to work with. You're in a great spot in the neutral. But Yellowspell as Leo has a lot of options to deal with this neutral and goes for a 2P as a result. But calls out the DP with the Don side. No,
the counter
not press.
That's insane. It's not even that big of like a commitment to go for from King Koa. Great throw on the run through, but just like saying it outright, just like you're DPing here. I'm gonna Danzai. You're going to get hit. It's over for you.
I'm not gonna talk about that triple Danzai, by the way. Oh no, but the DP from Yellowspell and baits out the super with the 5P. Stage Jam, I forgot both hits of that super are punishable. I was like, oh my god, you missed your punish. But no, it's okay.
They wanted the extra meter from blocking the second hit.
It's so true. Super optimal. Love to see that from Yellowspell. Throw. Uh-oh, you're not gonna get thrown by Leo. Cross up overhead, gonna connect. King Koa doesn't know where to block. The low connecting as well. Friend kill again. Low, overhead gets blocked. And King Koa finds their way out, but gets caught by 2K with the lows, the S fight. Now we're in Gels Rage.
Oh, the call out once again! Does that catch in time? Oh, but it doesn't kill! No, they get the OTG! Oh, no. Oh my god, the block, but they're not able to punish because they got out of Chalice range! Oh, that's a heartbreaker. Oh my god.
That was ridiculous. The tap dust, was that? If Yellowspell meant to do that, to call out the, whatchamacallit, to call out the fact that Abba couldn't punish was out of Jell's range, I'm not gonna lie, Yellowspell might be the smartest person I've ever met. That's ridiculous matchup knowledge.
That was insane.
Also catches and a backdash as well. You can't do that. Abba backdash is so strong, so you're gonna represent that option in Jell's range on defense. And it goes to work out. It goes to work out for the second time as he gets that hard knockdown. Yellowspell on the back foot now.
Wow, what an air throw!
Oh, King
First
Koa
one we've seen all night.
Right now. King Koa is on a roll. Yellowspell doesn't know where to go. The Abba is going ham right now. King Koa, what are we doing? Going crazy. Making all these plays. Insane plays from both players, but okay. Yellowspell, knowing that the Leo might not be the answer. King Koa had a lot of good responses to those options. Gonna go back to the Testament. The comfort pick once again. We saw this happen once with King Koa actually switching to Axel and then going back We had Death Heaven as well as Johnny. We have a bunch of little character switches, but it always turns out that the comfort character does the best in the end. King Koa going right back and forth, the far smash for Yos will go back to his
Good teleport to look at that side swap there, forcing King Koa into the corner. And now they're kind of back into this, trying to keep King Koa away as much as they can. Great use of teleports here. Keep King Koa on their toes here. Gonna have to keep looking out for where those succubus are landing to make sure that they always know where Yohospil can go. And oh my god, the hop kick just to start out. And a huge damage, no burst on the side of Yohospil. You're just gonna have to eat all of this. And that JD, you can't avoid that ass.
You absolutely cannot. King Koa, the Abba is packing some heat in the back. But here we go, jailing with the key super. Delay Rekka gets jumped out of some Yoko. Not holding too much high-low here. Good block on the delay overhead, but not enough to get away from that monster of a 2S Jealous Rage. Perfect from King Koa, looking to close up the set right away with the 3-0 on Yos. So it's a crazy win, going straight to losers finals. But King Yosco catching the block stun, trying to force King Koa out of Jealous Rage, but gets enough just in time. Overhead gonna connect, full air combo, and gets the right conversion to get a wall stick in time to uninstall. The routing knowledge insane here, so you get the reset.
They can hit him with that fancy footwork there. We're trying to use the deflection to get them away, but just not able to. King Koa still keeping all kinds of pressure going. What a great BRC backdash. Oh, look at all that Jealous Rage meter right now. They're still trying their best to keep that last bit of life to their chest, but it's not going to be enough. Even with the deinstall there, King Koa with the game-winning combo. And now going into losers finals to get their rematch against SQ. I'm hype. I'm hype.
Absolutely hyped. The rematch coming from winners semifinals. It was SQ who came out on top with the 3-2 victory. King Koa made it close as hell, but since that loss to SQ, it has been a fantastic run through this loser side. Bringing it out over not only one, but two zoners. I don't know what is with these zoners. They don't seem to do well against that, but when it's King Koa on the screen here, going 3-2 against Death Heaven and 3-0ing Yohospil on a hot streak now, coming up into the SQ, who has got a little bit of a break since their loss to Classified, so has time to think, restructure. I'm not sure how locked in we are on this alpha only run, but honestly at this point I would not be surprised if we go right back into the alpha one more time. They did do well and they did get the win last time, so could do it again here.
Very interested to see where it's going. I mean, obviously this alpha run has been going really well for SQ. I mean, you're all the way in losers with a character that, you know, most people don't even know you for. So they're doing pretty great, but can they work their way back to grand finals to get that rematch against that sweet, sweet watermelon soda?
Here we go. Losers finals is underway. SQ on the Alpha, King Koa on the Ava. A rematch is underway. Can King Koa best SQ in the run back, or will they get double jeopardy by the Valentine? Only way to find out. 2K into the throw to set the tone early. SQ holding nothing back here. To go for another throw. King Koa being passive is going to pay the price here. JD going to catch. And the close touch catches the 6P as well. King Koa had the right choice to call out bar touch, but SQ one step ahead so far in this set. 2K to the uninstall. Calling out with the 2H, but the parry got past both that and the Rekka. So now King Koa has a huge advantage. Air throw. Where are you going? Donside to get through that 2P and it goes a wall splat into the key super. Insane. Already off to crazy back and forth so far, Rainbow.
Oh my god. I mean, King Koa, even low on resources here, making great calls back to back and a great 6P there. Something they've shown time and time again. They're just ready to throw that 6P out on defense when it's needed. And I think the crazy part is I have yet to see King Koa mispress a 6P. They have not gotten baited out on that 6P at all yet.
Oh, that Commander has a range on it, man. I thought I was going to win it. The hard knockdown, King Koa out of jump free, so forced to block next and gets hit by the overhead. Full conversion as a result. One more mix-up, cross-up going to connect. Goes for a burst bait, doesn't quite get it though. So now look, King Koa has the offense going. No Jealous Rage yet. But SQ has a huge health lead. Yep, anything's going to kill. The Fireball trade is going to work out in SQ's favor. It goes around 3.
Right. SQ starting to blast a little bit more often here, trying to catch King Koa dashing in. Wow, what an air throw. No more flipping around me, lady. Cut that out.
Abba's air throw was so, like, angry, dude. Just, like, smacked the crap out of you.
Could you imagine, like, you jump in the air and you suddenly see someone grab their husband by the legs and then smack the shit out of you with them?
It's awesome. Double low, gonna catch this time. Looking for the burst. King Koa finally giving it up at the very end there. Oh,
we've seen this before.
Deja vu here as the Fireball chips out. SQ, good patience to close out game 1.
Yep, that situation yet again. SQ sitting full screen away, not worried in the slightest. Just waiting for King Koa to make their way in because they know they have the advantage in that situation.
Here we go, game 2 though. King Koa known to clutch out these sets so far in our top 8, but a far second to put SQ in the driver's seat. Already here goes for the delayed throw, but King Koa on the front jump. No punish though, a little too slow on it. But again, using the slide, the top kick to the slide, one of these far slash look punish attempts that SQ is throwing out, but a timely pull slash catch the backdash already, but 2S gonna put King Koa in the driver's seat as overhead from the hop kick connects, and now SQ's forced to burst as well. 2H gonna get parried, but SQ good patience, but a slide under the wake up? That's new.
Alright, getting this wall break. Now positive bonus on deck here for King Koa. Great whiff punish there from SQ on the Danzai. Very rare to see someone with such confidence press towards Danzai. Taking shots yet again, but here we are in a very similar situation. SQ and King Koa full screen away with King Koa on such a low amount of health.
Oh, the mind game was great. They're using the neutral jump to bait King Koa into parrying what would be an air fireball, but SQ just waiting to react to a parry attempt and just running up throwing. Here we go, same mind game again. King Koa spamming the parries, but looking again, SQ, it's the mind game of fireball or throw. What is SQ gonna choose? Fireball again, staying still. Is King Koa gonna parry? No, not yet. Another fireball, another fireball. Can I get a third one? Oh, trying to get a poke with punish by the ricochet on the fireball. It would have been an amazing 2S if it hit. Ended up tragically turning into a loss of a round for King Koa, but SQ still getting this pressure going. Being patient once again. 5H nothing, just sitting still. Not making too big of a play here. Nice conversion into the lava salt. Bomb vest already on. It's tough now for King Koa.
Great combo here from SQ. Doesn't even break the wall. I'm surprised. King Koa just again in these very low health situations. SQ's just been dominating this match again and again. And now here we are. This situation keeps happening, and I don't know what King Koa can do about it.
Yeah, this is where the matchup gets tough, right? If Abba's stuck with no Jealous Rage, especially in a low health situation, SQ just keeps running this sort of checkmate situation where the RPS is just so heavily skewed in Elfald's favor because you have good keep out buttons in Fireball, and Abba's really only option is to get around it is to call it out successfully with a parry and then hopefully get a Jealous Rage pop off in time, but then again, you're still playing neutral. Elfald has so many quick buttons to make Abba think twice, and because of that, it just turns into these weird, like, stance situations where he was going to commit too hard to parry, and SQ was going to commit too hard to Fireball. It's a big game of chicken. Nice 6P from King Koa as we go into game number 3 here. SQ playing patient, but King Koa finally gets the in with a full stack of Jealous Meter as well. No burst bait. SQ going to hold on to it. still holding on, and eats a wall, but cancels it all.
All right, King Koa finally getting the ball rolling down the hill right now, but unfortunately, I think SQ's just doing nothing but pouring rocks into King Koa's way right now. Wow,
What a
just
call out.
Danzai. No DP, it doesn't matter.
So again, playing patient. Nice 6P. Really good neutral adjustments from SQ. Just locking King Koa down another 6P. King Koa cannot get in on this L-Felt. Here goes resetting again. Now we have no jealous rage. We did get some of that parry, but the throw, overhead reset, double overhead for the combo, trying to get that corner carry for potential wall break. Using the positive bonus. Yep, here we go. Shotgun. Probably gonna opt to back off and go back to the same neutral again. Yep, here we go.
It just feels like SQ's just been letting King Koa just make their own coffin right now. Build it yourself. You know, come close. See what happens. But King Koa finally getting in the nails being bashed into L-Felt right now instead of the wood. First step from SQ. Trying to bait out that YRC, but SQ too knowledgeable right now to let that happen. Double BRC forward. Oh, and the dash up Danzai. King Koa finally getting on the board. Could it happen? Could we see the reverse 3-0 right now?
I believe King Koa. Okay, SQ had a really good just sort of download in the neutral. If you're doing that as L-Felt, a character who is 50-50 you to death, it gets real tough to avoid losing to her, right? But King Koa was able to get the snowball just right there, playing a little better into the RPS at the end of that next game. So reverse 3-0 is very possible if King Koa can keep the momentum up. That is what you like. If you live as a ABBA player, you can snowball so hard, but it's also so hard to get that started if the opponent is just as locked in as you are. The 2K override going to connect and force a burst on SQ to start game 4, but a 5H from down going to convert to a full combo here as King Koa resets the bar for the knockdown, or soft knockdown rather.
Alright, got that wall break. King Koa looking great right now. Still has burst on deck too, just in case SQ starts to work things in their favor right now. But holding it on to it right now. Thought we could have seen it there, but King Koa, I think, has confidence. Oh, and the / round start. Rare from SQ there. I think they were expecting King Koa to dash in, but now King Koa up another round.
Really strong here, using the dash shoves into command, actually close the distance super fast. Something she can't do a normal, but can do plenty of it. Jumpers looking for the run-up throw again. As you plans the Pixie offense, you can't catch me, but yes, I can. Since King Koa to get the 6P, but both players out of burst instantly. No one's holding any sort of pressure, but another great 6P from XQ. Hard knockdown for the shotgun, goes straight in. Jealous Rage uninstall, force the defense from King Koa. Full slash in the Rekka. Get more pressure started. King Koa wants to command dash in, but S2 not giving it an inch. Is going to counter it 2E into the bomb super. The pressure is going to be insane from here on out, but can King Koa weather the storm? Rekka catching the back dash again. He cannot get away from this character. There's another bomb that gets set up. Rainbow, the snowball never ends. We're going back to it again. Overhead connect and breaks the wall.
When does it end? That this mountain just keeps getting longer and longer. Oh, great parry! Bomb Vest is absolutely insane, and SQ uses it so well. Great wall break. Full jealousy right now. She is clutching that key for dear life. Oh my god, what a 2H! Putting SQ back on the ground, and we are now 2-2 in losers finals. Can you believe it?
I definitely can. With how these sets have been going in top 8, a 3-0 has only happened one time. Everything else has been 3-2, 3-2, 3-1, 3-2, 3-2, and 3-1. So honestly, more of the same for this top 8. It's just the competition is too stacked for anyone to feel too comfortable about any set. SQ has to lock in to move on to grand finals with a rematch from Classified, but King Cole making it as challenging as possible here with this ABBA gameplay. It's been phenomenal, going for the burst just to set the tone early, but SQ not biting, one step ahead here. Bar/Ball going to call up the 6P attempt from SQ, from King Cohen, going straight into the bomb fest for some better pressure with the meter here. Just force as many 50s as possible, and that seems to be the strategy that you want as Elfo, because that is what you need to get the openings up that ABBA can't really defend against. But there we go, King Cole getting started once again. Nice mash from SQ. Pressure getting started, 5H, Rekka gonna catch, and the close slash, no burst from King Cole, didn't believe in the pressure afterwards. Smart choice though, but one more round will put them out of it.
SQ back to playing extremely patiently, waiting for Kinkoa to make these mistakes in neutral. Or just playing with their opponent. You know, not everything needs a reaction. Sometimes you just got to sit back and watch.
Oh, nice! 6P to get away from that JH. Good timing. 6H. Have a force to block the Rekka. Nice delay in the primary. They cross up as well. Okay, cool. Look at the wrong way there to get CD, RC, uninstall. 5Ks for Predator, dash cancel. SQ playing patient, good choices. Getting out, but now King Cole's a teeny bit of jailbreak. Are they going to gamble?
Wow, what a 2S. Oh no! Thought they were closer for the throw, but it being on hit pushed them farther away. Now we got King Koa in Jealous Rage mode. SQ about to get burst, but I doubt they're even going to get that chance. And now we are on... Yeah, say it for me, Jason. Say it for me.
Final game, final round. Losers, finals winner goes to face the Classified. Who wants it more, Rainbow?
I can't tell you. To be real, both of these players are frothing at the mouth for the chance to go into the grand finals right now.
Here we go with SQ getting the great start here. Positive bonus on deck. JH to force the pressure while this one's gonna frame trap a 5H from King Koa again. Bomb Fest is on. Positive bonus on, but King Koa has burst. Gets caught. RC, no burst, holding on. Wants it so bad, the burst was supered. This is how it starts. Only deflection online for SQ as they mash out but get whip punished by the force slash. Here comes the pressure cross. I'm gonna connect over
There's
to
no
the combo.
way.
Danzai, do we have the route to get some jump switch back? Yes, we do. A little bit more for one more interaction. BRC in the throw before the Danzai can come out. Great play from SQ, keeping it calm and collected. Clearly finishing the set one more time. Breathe, Rainbow, with me. Breathe. Deep breaths.
Jason, I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make it.
Deep breaths, man. We're almost there. SQ completing the double jeopardy on King Koa, but can we once again give props to our ABBA specialist, King Koa? Amazing runs tonight at FNF. Definitely something to be proud of, but the loss will be the end of it as Classified. Mr. Watermelon Soda, the people's champion, coming back once again to grand finals winner's side as SQ taking some laps around the room before she locks in for one last set of the day. We're ready. Our players are almost ready, but one question remains. Are you ready? Because grand finals at Fightsticks and Flashkicks is getting ready to start. How are we feeling, Rainbow?
I am feeling energized right now. I feel like I have licked a 9-volt battery right now.
A 9-volt battery, that's awesome. Just absorbing the electricity. That's exactly what you need to keep up with the pace of this set as SQ finally locks in the ram. The L-Belt dream is dead, but you get thrown for it as Watermelon Soda Classified, getting us started nice and early for our grand finals.
An instantaneous burst there from Watermelon Soda, not wanting to let SQ get even a monochrome of a start here. Sword already out. Using that heavy slash. Great 6P. Oh my god, no whiff punish. How do you whiff punish something like that?
Lord, if I knew, I would tell you. The 2GGST Dara RC to keep the pressure on both swords back online now just in time to keep that classic ramp pressure going. Triple close slash looking for a button, and SQ gets hit by the 6P from Classified here. 2D gets interrupted just in time, so SQ gets the one more conversion back. 5H sword comes back here as he gets 2 and 4, but a 6P RC!
Was that 6P art? That's insane. Classified.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Wow.
That's some Einstein shit right there. I'm not even gonna lie. That is insane. The reactions on that was insane.
Oh man.
Putting him to the corner. Great combo here from SQ. Big damage. Going to be able to get a kill off this combo unless Watermelon Soda goes for a burst, and they don't. That's
Wow. Laser super. More than enough to kill. Both swords on deck, so the super will come out. I think it's honestly a really cool feature, despite it being a nerf that the Ram has now. Both swords to be out for the laser. That's pretty cool.
very cool.
Plus 30. Plus 30 again, no RC for you, no 6P RC to get out this time, buddy. Hold the 5D, triple Rekka, close slash, doing just a little bit of damage.
Oh my God, and the confirm off that heavy slash. SQ looking really good right now with a perfect to set the tone for this grand finals match.
Oh man, here we go, locking straight back in, keeping the Ram up. No LFL, no games being played. SQ wants this money. Here we go.
Duel 1.
Game number 2, classified down the game though, despite the amazing plays so far. It's gonna be up to SQ to keep up that momentum if we don't want to be down in this set. Remember, SQ has to win 2 sets back-to-back. 6 games need to be won, while Watermelon Soda classified technically only needs 3 until a reset happens. If it does, should be just keep the spacing. Oh, dive kick. The pace of this match has been insane. So our both players swinging for the fences, but that SQ S sword gonna keep that pressure up. Plus 30, 6P to get past the first hit, but not the explosion. So the pressure remains. 5H into the close touch, gonna connect from the Wild Assault. But the back throw in between the Rekka, the classic anti-Rebel Texas, you don't really see much anymore, Rainbow, honestly.
Now you definitely don't get to see that. Oh my God, wake up super, just do it. And the sword exploding off, catching that full combo there for SQ. Now we have SQ still leading the charge right now. SQ hungry to just take chunks out of the Watermelon Soda. I was trying to call them classified.
I mean, it works. Both work. I mean, he's a man of many names. All right.
It's true. I mean,
the PRC pressure over, going to connect and punish the flex shield as well. All options covered and accounted for. Perfect.
We are ending double perfect right now on endings for SQ. In losers right now, waiting to make their way to get the reset. This character's crazy. SQ is crazy on this character.
Ooh, I mean, yeah, when you are a Ram player again, that OG bonus from playing the character since the dawn of Guilty Gear Strive, you have that much experience, you have the ways to maneuver around each matchup, even amongst the Season 4 changes. Ram is such a different character now, but when more things that change, the more they stay the same, because that sword into throw is still very much a thing, just only at mid-screen now. 5-inch counter and baits the burst as well. Full combo as a result, doing a hefty chunk of damage to get this positive bonus set going.
SQ is they're just on a tear right now. It's so tough to figure out where Classified is even going to get that, like, that grip, the advantage, the anything out of this matchup right now.
Deny from SQ. 2K, double 2K, and baiting the YRC with the S sword coming down and striking from the heavens. SQ now on reset point in dominant fashion. Classified not looking too comfortable in this matchup despite the early really good matchup knowledge situations. But honestly, how much is matchup knowledge going to save you from this Remothal pressure that is SQ? Farley coming in 5P, patiently waiting out the far side. No one punish, misses the throw, but the RC throw again and catch SQ just in time before a punish came out.
Oh, great defense on the S sword there. Back in it by the flip, but hit in the corner here. Both swords out of play right now for SQ. Big opportunity here for Watermelon Soda. Was that gonna kill him? It does!
Oh, it did! Wow!
There's light. There's light in the tunnel.
It's there, just Classified has to grab it before these swords come down and end the winner's side advantage. If we get more damage from this combo, 60% gone already before 80 seconds even appears on the screen. Pulse slash for the pressure, throw RC for the super as well. Not gonna kill, but more than enough to set in a very winning spot. Watermelon still with 15 meter to get past anything. Uses it for the wire speed. Almost gets baited by the S sword one more time. We're still in it here. Shot it with a fake out, double fake out, but Emerald SQ not falling for these shimmies here, and shimmy throw of their own. Gonna put us to a grand finals reset.
That's gotta be one of the fastest resets I've ever seen.
It was insane. I mean, listen, SQ was only at about 60% power on the LFL, right? Only so much time was put into that character, especially when you have Ramlethal Valentine. Look at the level 5,000. That is the mark of a true OG. We're going crazy here.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
All right, let's see if Classified's able to make any changes here to stop SQ. It's tough to say. SQ was just so dominant, even in those matches where Classified was starting to get some hits in. It's just, what do you do to stop such a dominant player?
I have no idea. Classified doesn't know the answer just yet either here as the S-Sword comes in. Rock to extend the plus frames a little longer. Sword piercing, but a 6P from Classified. Super brave. A throw from SQ at a weird time. Gonna get punished just for that. Good amount of damage here. Goes for the throw. Finally catch from SQ's patience. Double frame kill. Both slash not gonna connect though. SQ staying patient and blocking. 2K RC will run straight into a throw from Classified. Forcing the burst out at low health here. No resources to work with as well. Has to make it happen right here and now. Shimmy into the throw. OCG not even needed. SQ, the clean streak continues.
SQ's just been putting in massive amounts of work. I mean, obviously showing off just the pantheon of knowledge they have with this character. Oh my god. Great burst there from Watermelon Soda. Might even be the last burst they get this round. Force Flash coming in. Tagging SQ. They need to carry this momentum right now. They need to make sure all of their choices are distinct. Hondo, here comes the fuzzy. Goes for the low option. I definitely would have got caught by that. The 6P getting caught, but not ready for this sword explosion afterwards. Hard knockdown. Positive bonus. SQ looking to go 4-0 right now.
Oh my goodness.
Are we going 6-0?
Locking in on top of every defensive option. The Geo, the Classified, just not ready to keep up with this insane amount of pressure here. Ran with the offense that she has in Season 4. You're just super rewarded for having the fundamental strength that SQ has in the neutral and defense that if you can't open Ram up, she definitely will get you. So it's a matter of, do you keep Ram on the back foot or not? And so far, Classified is struggling to do that here. Down 1-0 on the reset, but the benefit of that winner's side is you still only need to win 3 games. It's not like you're really down by that much. But SQ getting a back throw and a sword pop, well, Classified has no burst. It's not the way to turn things around here. As SQ is a commanding lead in our first round.
Right, send him to the corner and the cross up. Oh, it's so dirty.
Evil stuff here. Another hard knockdown, sword right in the face, rock right in the face. I want 4+ frames, chipping out with the delay Rekka. Perfect again from SQ.
That's by trying to get in once again. SQ instantly not having any of that spending burst. Like, hold on, I just got a perfect. I need to go 5-0 right now. Throw loops. Great defense here from Classified. BRC into absolutely nothing. The patience from SQ. It's crazy. The dash under 5P. Great confirm here from Classified. Gonna be able to go for one more mix here. Oh my god, YRC just barely tapping in the air throw.
Wow, out of nowhere, all over that air dash out of the corner. Classified showing signs of life now, looking a little better. comfortable in the offense as well. That's going to be the way Classified gets back in the set, is having the consistent offense that Geo provides. But SQ find their way out time and time again. Wall breaking with that knockdown. Here we go. S sword pressure continues into the H sword, into the S sword, into the H sword, into the OG, into the mix up. But Classified gets through all of it. But a PRC throw going to keep that up. One sword's coming back, and it's going to be, I don't really know which one that is.
Oh my god, you're dead.
Did not matter which one it was because it was going to kill regardless. 214H putting SQ one win away from resetting with a 6-0 grand finals. Can you believe that?
I can't. This has been insane to watch. SQ just absolutely ripping apart Classified at this exact moment. But is Classified still breathing in there? Classified still have the dagger in their hand.
Classified needs the energy from the chat. I need you to cheer Classified on if you believe the comeback is in store. But SQ not going to make it easy regardless here. SQ at full power, final form SQ, no longer playing around. No mix-ups off the high-low, but we got swords to make up for it. It's all mids, ladies and gentlemen, but the mids are quite strong. Here we go, 5K, 6P to get some pressure going. BRC, low gets blocked. SQ looking like the wall of defense that the Soldier just cannot get through. J to get the side swap, and S-Sword going to catch a 6P as well. What is going on here?
And that wall, SQ on a great path right now to go 6-0 in grand finals. But can Classified stop it? Not with that burst not getting baited. Here we go. Look at the defense from SQ, not even flinching a little bit, dashing out of the corner, getting the side swap, 6P. And, oh, wait, I can't speak too soon here. Hold on. Okay, how was that same side? That is insane. The explosion pushback on that was wild. And now we got SQ sitting on what could very well be grand finals point right now. JSav, are you holding on right now?
Both my arms are latched to the side of my chair. I need to keep myself from flying off of the sky as this match is going insane here. SQ just looking unstoppable right now. A whole new beast, catching Classified on every angle. The defense has been phenomenal, inspirational almost, but Classified with a massive 2D to get things started here to get the Chave, but no super hard knockdown. Big mistake there as SQ has that neutral to go with the win punish. Okay, using the meter for the neutral instead, and it works out perfectly for the RC. DP gonna prevent any burst from coming out in time. And now we got one more round to go. Classified, this is survival point, a must-win game for you if you want to stay in this tournament. But SQ with the 2K2D, wall assault extension, full combo, instantly supposed to get both swords back with the positive bonus as well. But no hard knockdown. Classified can still fight back. What, Rainbow, what's gonna happen?
I don't know. We're in the corner right now. Let me give you the play-by-play. Wait, I'm in the helicopter right now watching SQ mix Classified in the corner to an ungodly degree. I thought this was a human rights violation. Oh my god, we're going corner to corner, coast to coast from New York to California. Gets the overhead confirm and gets the wall to take the whole thing. SQ with a 6-0 is your Fightsticks and Flashkicks 104 champion.
Wow.
Can you believe it?
What an ending to it all. A top 8 that was filled with neck and neck sets back to back, but SQ is not playing any games. We're locking in. We want that dub right here, right now. Insane ending. A 6-0 after losing the Classified in winners final. Said, no more of that. We're going Ram, and we're not letting you do anything. And despite, honestly, even with the offense, right, we can't ignore the defense that was on display. Classified could not consistently keep up pressure at all. The patience just sitting there and blocking everything and jumping out at the right time. The far side started at the right time, forcing the resources out from Classified if they wanted any hope of surviving, and it still wasn't enough. So insane set all around and an insane tournament. One of the best fights and flashes we've seen in a while, especially with that Icarus Elo up. So please look forward to more banger runs from all of these players coming up at Fightsticks and Flashsticks. But that'll be the end of tonight's run. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Jay Savage. You can find me on Twitter at Jay Savage. Same thing for my Twitch. I'm a commentator and streamer for Tekken and Guilty Gear Strive. You'll see me a lot in all these places, a lot of tournaments commentating as well. So please follow me if you feel like my commentary was great, and I will see you more later. But Rainbow Heavy, you got anything for the fans before we head out?
Hey, same here. You can find me anywhere that you can type Rainbow Heavy into the search bar. I will be there for sure. You'll see this face, the one that you're seeing right here on screen. The hair's a bit shorter now, but the face still remains. I play, commentate anything from Virtual Fighter to Guilty Gear. I'm the whole 9 yards because I just love me some fighting games. And I'm happy to be here with Jay Sabs here at Fightsticks and Flashkicks with another great event. Can't wait for the next one.
Thank you so much, y'all. We'll see you guys later. Everyone have a good night. Adios.
Goodbye.